What's going on here? There we go. Sorry, took me a moment. Oh, that's why it says upcoming, because I went in too soon. That's why. So, who's there? Oh, that's why it says upcoming, because who's there? I went in too soon. That's why. So, who's there? At 2 minutes to 12, it said 0 people waiting, and then suddenly it said 1 person waiting. And so I hit the button to go ahead of time, make sure I was. And then suddenly it said 1 person waiting. So I hit the. Oh, Lila Wickware, how you doing? How you doing there? It's weird. How come you're showing up on my phone but not the laptop? Oh, Lila Wickware. There we go. Oh, that's why. Lila Wickware. Oh, okay. And Billy T, how you doing, you two? How you doing? Ah, excellent. I was expecting someone else to be first, but not because they're first or special or anything, but they usually are. But not this time. But Lila, I haven't seen you in a while, I don't think. I don't believe. Let's get this here again. So we are here now. It's actually for just about a week. It was freezing overnight, every night. Wake up and frost everywhere now. But last night it got really cold, but it didn't freeze up. It got really super thick fog. I woke up and I couldn't even barely see Bigfoot Burger out my window. It was that foggy. And that kind of chill is a damp chill, and it eats right through you. So, yeah. Okay. I've got this sort of set up a little crazy there. So how you doing, Lila? How's it? How are things in your neck of the woods? And you too, Billy. How's things going with you and your mom? Kind of thing, Gail. How's everything going? I got my hot coffee here. Take the lid off. I kept the lid on to keep it warm, keep it hot. Good stuff. Oh, my computer, my laptop is doing crazy stuff today. Crazy stuff. There we go. I keep having to adjust it. I don't know. It's finicky today. It's a weird day for me, especially. There we go. So we're just sitting here. There's Tigger. Tigger's in his little sleeping bag, hanging by my pillows there. Tigger's got a new bag from a subscriber. Oh, whoa. Don't knock my books around. There's Baby. Baby's playing with her toy. Woo. And Angel, look at everybody. Look. And on top of that, we got a beautiful little fire going in the fireplace there. I'm actually trying to dry out some firewood on top as well, but nice warm fire. So I'm basically on the verge of sweating here. But it's better than freezing. It is bloody cold. Hey, Craig, how you doing, buddy? How's it going, Craig? Good to see you back again. Good to see you all back again. I think it takes a little while for people to actually show up. Once in a while, I get someone waiting to come on. There's Angel. Angel. She went around the other way. She's over there. Yeah. I went into my onto my laptop, and I went into YouTube Studio, and because it said if I want to do the panoramic view, I have to adjust in advanced settings. And I went in there and looked everywhere, and there's nothing I can find that lets me adjust the orientation of my videos for the live. I don't know how I did it the first time around. It's just kind of amazing how it worked that one time and then it wouldn't work again. I don't know how I did it the first time. So you're holding it down, are you, Billy? Oh, doctor stuff time. Yeah, I know all about that. That's not fun, is it? Doctor stuff time for your mom and yourself, but thinking positive. You know what? You are one of the most positive people I kind of know out there. You're going through a lot of stuff, especially pain and everything, but you stay really positive, and that's a good thing. That's a good thing. If you don't stay positive, you just go down the tubes, kind of thing, psychologically, I think. If you don't stay positive, you just go down the tubes, kind of thing, psychologically, I think. So I guess I asked you how you're doing, Lila, and I guess the answer is I'm not sure, as I made a huge decision after 48 years to leave the healthcare industry and now live on a very small, tight pension due to the extreme arthritis in your knees. Oh, and the weather is gloomy today in Edmonton. You're in Edmonton. Oh, that's where my friend Vito came from. He came from Edmonton. He comes up every winter if he can, and come out here to get away from your awful, awful, freezing cold, tons of snow winters there. And he comes over here and goes out fishing all the time, Spider Lake. That's great. But anyway, yeah, I've actually know a lot of people that were in the healthcare industry in very many aspects, and lots of people. And after like 25, 30, 35, 40 years of being in there, they all quit because it was so crazy and corrupt and everything going nuts and out the window. And I know a lot of really great, uh, well-educated, talented people that really should be in the healthcare industry because they're great people, and they do the right thing, and they're also very caring in that. And they left the industry because of all that happened there. They just couldn't take it, and they didn't want to go through that. They didn't want to support the corrupt elites and their stupid plan, kind of thing. So. Oh, so you don't have snow yet, eh, Lila? Oh, that's interesting. I thought there was snow there a while ago, but I guess not. I don't know. I didn't really ask my friend about it, but yeah, thank goodness there's no snow there yet. You should come to the island and you probably won't get much at all, and it'll feel like Florida to you. Even though it is, it does freeze overnight, but it's only usually gets around -1, 2, or 3, sometimes 5. But it's usually not that bad. I always complain about it because I don't like cold anyway, especially at my older age. But no, if I were to be in Edmonton, I would really complain because that is too damn cold for me and too much snow. I like to visit the snow, go skiing, tobogganing, whatever, that sort of thing, and then go home to a nice warm place like Florida or something. Oh, good hot coffee, fire's going good. I might have to stoke it here. So how's everyone else doing? How you doing, Craig? How you doing? Might have to stoke it here. I can't remember. I'm trying to remember where you're from, but I can't remember. I guess it doesn't matter much. As long as you're here today and hanging out and enjoying it and stuff like that. Yeah. As long as you're here today. I'm feeling better than I did last week. Although I still go through the same process. I seem to have, I don't know, Saturday afternoon, evening comes and I seem very down or despondent or something. I sort of don't think I can do the live, or I don't want to do the live, or I don't know. It's a weird thing that goes through me in my brain. I don't know what it is, but then once I get this thing going and I start talking to people, things change and I just feel so much better. And I don't know, it must be the lack of communication and interaction with people that I don't get out and about much. I don't feel like it. Especially in the winter when it's cold, I like to just stay home and stay warm and dry and everything like that. But yeah, I just last night wasn't too bad. Oh, sorry, I got a crack in my neck. Oh man. This has been hounding me for almost 20 years now. Ever since my chemotherapy, it's really screwed up my body, and one of them gives me like these kinks in my neck, and I have to crack them out constantly, kind of deal. Otherwise, they hurt. Oh, you're proud of me, Abe, Billy. Oh, I'm proud of you too. But yeah, I'm proud of you guys. You're doing well. And down there in Wisconsin, man, I don't know how cold it is and if you got much snow at all, but man, you guys get brutal snow and freezing winters a lot. I've seen quite a number of your videos, and I've seen some really cold stuff down there, really snowy, deep snow down there. So yeah, I'm proud of you for living down there, not moving. I guess when we are somewhere, it's not a matter of being able to really move that easily, is it? You just get up and go. I guess when we are somewhere, okay, I'm just checking the laptop here. I gotta use the laptop for my comments and that. So sorry if I lean out of the picture here. But Lila says AHS, I guess that's Alberta Health System, has decided to change their schedules and thinking we can work one day, work one weekday and 1 week evening or nights on a continuous basis after I was fortunate to work straight day shift for 48 years. That process, yeah. It's the same as, I don't know how many years ago it was. It was quite a while back when you're working at jobs and that. And, you had regular employees that worked there 5 days a week, either day shift, afternoon, evenings, whatever, and then they could switch around and rotate so everyone gets a fair chance at it. And then all of a sudden, they just stopped having a lot of regular employees, just went to part-time everybody. And then all your shifts were up and down. One day you'd be working morning shift, the next one you'd be working graveyard, and the next day you'd be working afternoons. It was just, and then you never got any sleep. It was crazy. Yeah, the whole system has gone to hell, but especially the healthcare system. And it sounds like Alberta's got a really screwed up system like everywhere else kind of thing. Oh, thanks, Billy. Thanks. I should have noticed that right away. I can hear the echo here too, and I forgot I was playing on my laptop and I needed the sound. There we go. I turned this. Oh shoot! Now I've lost myself. I turned the sound off on my laptop so that I've screwed things up here. There we go. I just turned the sound off of my laptop so there's not that echo. I hope it's normal again. Thanks for mentioning that, Billy. And that's, I don't know if you saw that, Lila, but Billy's saying thanks for what you do, all the good work you do in the healthcare system, or used to do anyway. I hope you keep it up on the side with, friends, relatives, other people that really appreciate what you do. Hey, Eurasian ringneck dove, how you doing? Yes, I'm stalking the fire. And I know you got a tiny home in the woods, don't you? Yeah. You can see my chimney smoking. What's up, Van Isle? You're not over here, are you, by any chance? I know somebody's parked out here in a pickup truck for quite a while now. I don't know why, what they're doing, but for where they're parked, it doesn't seem they're doing anything around here. But I don't know. I think you're trying to. I think you're just sort of saying in your mind you can see my chimney smoking away. I think, right? Because I don't think you're on the island, are you? If you are, let me know. I mean, we can always hang out and possibly even do some karaoke. Oh, that'll be the day. So, Billy, if I sing, you like to hear me twice? Twice. I usually sing more than twice. Oh, there. Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, I see what you mean. The echo. Right, the echo. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I guess if I was singing, you'd hear me twice with the echo. Thanks for letting me know that. Hey, Cheryl. How you doing, Cheryl? How's it going out there in your neck of the woods? Just readjusting my laptop again. Having some weird issues today. But, they were playing around, but there's the baby. There's the baby. And there's the angel. There's the angel. She's got a scritch. She's got a scritch. Oh, baby's getting her toy again. There she goes. Getting her toy, yep. Getting the toy, yep. There you go. Yeah, there's the girls for you there, Cheryl, and everybody else. You're kind of down today. Too bad. I'm sorry to hear that. You're missing your husband. I'm sorry to hear that. I mean, I know kind of what that's like, sort of. I have, I haven't had a spouse or partner pass on me, but I've had a lot of other family members and stuff pass on and stuff like that. People are really important to me, so I do understand that feeling a lot. Oh, his birthday's Thursday, and you try and think of all the good memories you had. Of course, yeah. Just focus on the good memories and that, and enjoy what you have. You know, I probably can't stress that enough, but you got to enjoy the good things you have or had, and don't dwell on. Another thing too is you're going to see him again. I know this for a fact. I know it deep in my heart. I believe in that wholeheartedly. This sojourn we do on this planet here, it's the lowest of the material planes, and it's not permanent. This is just a passing through. Like if you ask the Marai of Australia, New Zealand, and all that, the Marai Aborigines, they tell you that this is the dream world, and when you finish this world, that's when you go on to the real world after this lifetime. So I believe in that wholeheartedly too. But you will see your husband again. You'll see all your loved ones again, and this is just a temporary passing through. It seems like it's permanent here because it's so down in the material plane, but it's not that permanent. And this is just a dream world. We're in some kind of a dream or a matrix or something, and the real world is after we finished it with this life, this lifetime here on this plane, kind of thing. Okay, Lila, you're now moving into a new building at work, and a lot of chaos. Not even being able to lock your keys or purse up while you're at work. Oh, wow, yeah. A lot of places have little. What do they call those things now? I can't remember. I can't for the life of me remember the name. They have those locked. They're in school too. Lockers. That's what they call them, lockers. Hence the word lock. Yeah. A lot of places I've worked have lockers that you get a key, your own key and everything, lock all your valuables up, and that's too bad that you don't have that. Yeah, so now you got to pack it around everywhere you go so people don't steal. That's weird, eh? Okay. Thanks for the clarification there, Eurasian ringneck dove. If I hear an echo, that'd be great. That'd be a great song with an echo. Did John Denver yodel? I don't know, but I've tried yodeling and I don't do it very good. And I'm not going to do it today, especially. Cheryl, I hope you're listening to some of the comments here, reading some of the comments here, like from Billy T here, giving you some love and that. I hope you all read the other comments of everyone else's, because a lot of times you're talking back and forth, and hey, Mamma Mia. See, that's when I turned this on, there were 0 people waiting, and then as soon as I saw one person waiting, I hit the button to go live, and I was sure it was going to be you, Mamma Mia, that was first waiting in line, but not today. A lot of times you're first in line waiting, and that's who I thought it was going to be, and I was surprised today, but that's okay. You're here now, and we're getting more people, and the community's coming together, waiting for a bunch of other people. Oh, wow, that's crazy, Lila. I'm not even going to read that out loud, but that is crazy. That's just I guess a typical sign of the way things are going now. It's just like they just make it impossible for you, and so you try and lock your stuff in your own little locker, but no, you have to have security come and help you with that. It's crazy, and then you can't do it until the next day. It's like, yeah, the world has gone to hell in a handbasket, and everything's gone crazy, crazy, crazy. Okay, Eurasian ringneck dove. I actually don't remember that one special song where John Denver yodeled. I don't know that one. If you can think of the name or whatever of it, unless it was one of his songs where he just yodeled when he was live on TV or something, I don't know. But I'd like to hear that one. I don't ever remember hearing him yodel, but that would be cool. I love a really good yodeler, really good. Oh, oh, that's why, Mamma Mia, you're late because you didn't get the notification. Oh, that's too bad. Yeah, sometimes the notifications are kind of don't come through all the time, do they? I mean, I have that problem as well. I don't always get the notifications, even though I got hit the notification bell thing and the bell, kind of. So yeah, sometimes it just doesn't happen. That's computers and modern technology for you. It's not as good as they like to think it is. Thanks, Billy T. You really like my electric chainsaw. Yeah, it's pretty good actually. The problem with those things though is it takes about 8 to 12 hours to charge it up, and then you get maybe 30 minutes, maybe 40 minutes cutting time, depending on how fast you cut. So you got to charge it up all the time. But it really goes for an electric battery operated chainsaw. It actually cuts through real good. It's real sharp. Cuts up a good amount of wood for me. Oh, speaking of which, I got to stoke the fire again here. Just give me 1 second here. I don't want it to go out. I don't want to freeze to death. There we go. The fire is going again. Yeah, it was almost ready to die out there because I wasn't watching it. And I just don't want it to cool down today too much. Oh, excuse me. But yeah, it is a great little chainsaw for what it is. It's just too bad stuff like that takes hours and hours and hours to charge up, and then you know, like I said, get 30, 40 minutes out of it. It's like oh, I forgot. I was gonna grab this light to show you guys. I got a Energizer light. And I was going to show you because it probably looks kind of dark in here. It's really, really cloudy, overcast, and super foggy this morning. Yeah, so anyway, forgot my light. So, but that light, it's yeah, I charge it up. It takes at least 12 hours to charge it up. It seems like forever, and then it lasts about 2 hours, and then it goes out, like just out, and you're in the dark, and it's like, well, now you need a second light. Ah, you're 67, are you, Lila? I'm 68. I'll be 69 in May. But yeah, I think a lot, just like you, a lot of people reach their breaking point, especially in your older age when you're used to a certain system and cut some kind of normalcy in life and work and everything else, and then they go and pull all this crap on us, and it yeah, it's very frustrating. I was frustrated back in 2019, just before or when the first pandemic broke there. Right away, I was frustrated. Right away, the first I heard of it, and everything they were telling us we had to do, like mask up and all this stuff. I was frustrated from that point, and I'm still frustrated. And it's going to be quite a while before things go back to normal, but they will. They will. Everyone just be patient in that. It will go back. It might take another 7 years or something. I don't know. I'm going by some of the prophecies and stuff like that. But we have to go through this tribulation and trials and all this kind of stuff and garbage and bullshit. And then when we're just about ready to, well, not us, but somebody out there, a whole group of somebodies, a small group of somebodies, are just about to blow us up all off the whole planet and blow up the whole planet into annihilation. That's when God steps in again and returns and straightens things out. And that's when we get a minimum of 1,000 years of a wonderful place on earth here with our Savior in charge. Anyway, I try not to say things in deep because I don't want to sound like I'm a preacher or anything like that. But I do believe deeply, and I just know this is coming and happening. I mean, every single prophecy from the books have all come true. Not one has ever missed, and they just keep coming through more and more, especially now in these times. They just keep coming through faster and faster and faster. And it's just proof to me that they know exactly what they're talking about. But anyway, hopefully enough of that. But yeah, it is crazy. I'm frustrated with everything these days. And I'm kind of wondering when the next breakout or pandemic or whatever they're going to throw at us. I'm wondering if it's going to be spring 2024 because that would be 4 years since the other one. So I don't know. Anyway, I got to check out my comments here and keep up with everybody. Well, you're very welcome there, Cheryl. I'm glad my words and everything kind of help you out because, that's part of why I'm here is to help lift the spirits of all my community, whoever's feeling down in that. But I don't know if we'll look the same when we meet our loved ones in that time frame. I have no idea, but to me, it's irrelevant. It's just a matter of that things will be changed back to the way they should be, and the right man will be in charge with his 144,000 saints that he's collected over the last couple of thousand years, a few thousand years. Anyway, I don't know what we're going to look like. I'm assuming we're going to look pretty much the same as we do now, virtually only better. And because we're supposed to be having at least 1,000 years of beautiful life here on this planet in an Eden, the way it was supposed to be in the first place, kind of thing. That's the way I get it. But it's going to be great. So Eurasian ringneck dove is asking, anyone remember that yodeling song with John Denver? I know a lot of yodeling songs, but none of them had John Denver. Thanks. That's a little kiss for the little darlings there, eh, Mamma Mia? Babysitter playing with her toy there. She's playing with her little toy there. Yeah, look at her. Look at her. Yeah. Yeah, you sent a nice big kiss, baby. Sorry, baby. Angels. Oh, there she is. She was behind me. There she is. Mamma Mia sent her a great big smooch. Sent both of them a great big smooch. Yeah, they're beautiful little girls, aren't they? Yeah, actually, I believe you're talking about my electric chainsaw there. Yeah, I'm actually I haven't got around to it yet, but I want to search on the internet and see. I want to get at least 2 or 3 spare batteries for that, so I can charge up 3 or 4 batteries all together. So then I can get a bigger pile of wood cut at one time. Once one battery dies, I throw in another one and just keep going until I got more than a wheelbarrow full of wood, and then that'll last me quite a bit longer. And then I just keep charge up all 4 of them again for the next time I go out. That's the plan. Probably 3 batteries in total should be good, but yeah, it'll help things out to do that. I'm looking for batteries, for replacement batteries for that. It's a Yardworks chainsaw, so I'm looking for replacement batteries for it so I can get more done. Yeah, I'm just reading Lila's comment there about before leaving the medical industry, or the healthcare industry, I should say. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, yeah, it was crazy. There's so many things I want to say all the time, but I don't want to. Uh, I can't think of the words I'm trying to say. But anyway, I don't want to get too much into any particular subject, but there's a lot of corruption about the actual COVID um, events. Like a lot of the deaths were not COVID deaths, and they were just lied about so the doctors could make money. Because every time they declared a COVID incident, they got money, and then if they confirmed a COVID death, they got 3 times the amount of money. So they were some creepy and evil doctors were out there making a shitload of money off the lies they were telling, which is crazy. Every time people talk to me, I get off on these tangents, and I I try not to. Oh no, no, I haven't, Cheryl. I don't think I've ever sang any songs of Garth Brooks. I don't even really remember them. It's been a really long time since I actually listened to a lot of country. There was a couple of years I did just listen to mostly country music a lot, and I've listened to Garth Brooks a lot. I really like him, along with Alan Jackson and so many other people. But I can't remember if I've tried any of his songs at all. I'll have to look them up and see. There might be one I've tried. I'm not too sure. Yeah, that's true, Billy T. You're replying to Lila's comment there and mentioning and the nursing homes. Yeah, same thing with the nursing homes. Yeah, it was horrible, horrible. Everybody getting sick and with no warming, and the protection not applied properly on time to prevent staff sickness. Yeah, I'm just rereading the comment from Lila. Oh, nice hot coffee. Warm fire going. That's great, great. But I will definitely look into that, Cheryl, about Garth Brooks. And actually, now that you mention other country singers, because I do like country, a certain amount of country, and there are some I've done before and I know I can do. Oh, what did I do for a living? Oh man, Cheryl, I've done a lot of things for a living. I've dug ditches, I've pumped gas. But I guess for a number of years when I was up north around Smithers, Prince George, in that general area, I was in the kind of in the lumber industry in many aspects, home building industries. I worked for companies building roof trusses for houses, like prefab housing projects, so that they just pick up a ton of the roof trusses and the walls and everything like that, and then they go take them up and put them together. It's almost like a puzzle. They take all the parts and put them together on site. But and I worked in sawmills and stuff like that. But then when the lumber industry died really badly here in BC in 1982, I had to rethink what I was going to do because everything died. I even started driving taxi, but since there was no jobs in lumber. The logging trucks weren't bringing the logs in. The sawmills were down. Everything to do with lumber, and I signed up for the carpentry course apprenticeship, and it was over 400 people on the waiting list, and the waiting list just stopped because there was nothing happening. So anyway, I ended up coming back down from Prince George down to Vancouver, and I thought, well, I got to get into retail or something like that. So I started in the retail industry, working at places like Shoppers Drug, Mark, and then I ended up at the BC liquor stores and stuff, which was actually good, decent job and money in that for a long time. But then I got into sales, and I did sales for a very long time. I think probably retail and sales was probably about 25 years of my life, kind of thing. So I'm really good at sales, very good at sales, as long as I believe in the product. I won't sell any junk, but as long as I believe in the product, I can sell a freezer to an Eskimo. But anyway, that was the most of my life. I've done so many jobs out there, it's not funny, but yeah, I guess the main thing was the retail end of it, and especially sales. Hello, Darlene. How are you doing today? You forgot I was on. Oh my gosh, yeah, that happens. That happens. Oh. Hang on one second. Since you asked, there's the baby. She's protecting her little toy there from the little angel. There she is. Oh, she's having a little bit of a snooze. Oh, what a cutie pie. What are you doing, Angel? What are you doing? She's not actually asleep. She's just resting her eyes. Isn't that what we all say? Resting her eyes. So how are you doing today, Darlene? How's everything going? Oh, thank you very much. You guys are just too much, all the compliments and that. Thank you. I'm kind of glad you could see me, because it does seem a little dark in here, doesn't it? it's really super cloudy, and it was super foggy this morning. So, oh, thanks, Mama Mia. Good looks gets better with time. Yeah, just like wine ages well, eh? That's cool. That's cool. Thank you, guys. All your compliments. I love it. I appreciate it. So, how are you doing? Like I said, in your neck of the woods today, Darlene? How's everything going on your end of it? I can, I can never remember where everyone's from. Like, there's so many people. It's hard to say. I just forget where everyone's from. They tell me in that. Oh, thanks, Billy. Good lighting where I am. So yeah, I guess I'm kind of in the window here where the light's coming through and on my face and that. But the rest of the place is kind of a little dark looking. A little bit. But yeah, I guess the light's on my face, which is probably the most important. Thanks, Darlene, that I'm aging well. Thank you very much. I always like to know that. But I can't read the rest of your comment because it's hiding right now. Until somebody else makes a comment, it has to pop up a little higher. But you're doing okay. That's all I can see. Maybe that's all you said, but it's still hiding behind something until I get another comment going on there. Anyway, so I guess everybody wants their spirits lifted a little bit, eh? Damn, I wish I could see that. Oh, I wonder if I can do this. Oh no, that won't work. Sorry. I'm just playing with my laptop and checking the comments. Anyway, it sounds, from the looks of it, looks like you're doing okay there, Darlene, and that's the main thing. Doing okay. Okay, that's all you said. Yeah. Yes. Okay, thank you. That's exactly what I was just about to do, Cheryl. I was just about to sing when I was talking to Darlene there. I was going to say, I wonder if anyone needs cheering up in that. So I was just about to, and so I'm glad it always helps you too. And I'm glad it helps a number of you out there to feel better. Like, it sounds like people wait from week to week until Sunday comes so they can get uplifted and get through the rest of the week there. And I'm glad that I can be a help there if that's what helps. Yes, Billy T, I can stay by this burger joint. I've been beside the burger joint for a long time now, just because I want the Wi-Fi. I can't seem to live without the Wi-Fi, building my videos and uploading them and everything like that. I'm going to be moving around pretty soon, I think. But yeah, I've been out here by the burger place for a long time, and mainly just for the Wi-Fi, and everything's convenient. There's Wi-Fi, there's power, there's water, there's everything here kind of deal. And just out back, there's a forest full of firewood that I can collect. So, and the mushrooms too, So yeah, it's very convenient here. And I think I procrastinate and just stick in one place for, because of the amenities and stuff like that. But yes, sing, Darlene says. Yes, sing. And Billy T says, yes, cheer us up, kid. Oh, everyone wants it. Yeah, the girls are being good. They're generally good anyway, but they're being quiet today and almost sleepy. I took them out twice, and normally Baby was really playing with her toy there, and then she just stopped. And Angel, I don't know where she went. Oh, she's behind me now, kind of relaxing a bit. She's really quiet today. I don't know why. Don't know why. But anyway, here we go. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. The other night, dear, as I lay sleeping, I dreamt I held you in my arms. When I awoke, dear, I was mistaken. So I hung my head down and cried. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. I really like that one. It's a favorite from when I was a little kid. And I don't know, it's just a pleasant song. It's short and sweet and pleasant. Oh, okay. Thanks, Eurasian. John Denver and Johnny Cash yodeling Fool. A beautiful short. YouTube video available free. Both Johnnies did this song together. Just wanted to share this with all Johnny Denver and Johnny Cash fans. I love Johnny Cash too. John Denver and Johnny Cash. Just love them. But I'll have to look that up. I'll have to go on and search that Johnny Cash and John Denver singing together, yodeling. That'll be great. That'll be great. Great. Hey, Sandra. How you doing, Sandra? Glad to see you could make it. Thanks for the compliment on the singing and the song. Oh, thanks, Billy. Thanks for the compliment as well. But yeah, I just really like that song. It's just, I don't know. I guess in a way it's supposed to be kind of a saddish song in a way, but I don't know. I just found, even when I was a kid, I thought it just made me feel happy, kind of, because the tune is very uplifting and light. That's something about it. It's really good. You've said that before, Mamma Mia, that I am your sunshine in this sunny community. I am everybody's sunshine in the sunny community. Thank you, Mamma Mia. That's such a nice thing. Oh, you're very welcome, and I'm just starting, right, Mamma Mia? Thanks for making our Sunday once again, Kent. I'm just starting, yeah. So there you go. So I thought I'd start with something like that. Oh, thanks, Sandra. Thanks for answering that. You're fine. That's great. And I'm doing pretty well, yeah. Better than a lot of people out there. I know Cheryl's been down a lot, and other people, Darlene, and some other people have been down and out a bit, up and down. With health things, lost loves and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm doing great, and I'm glad to hear you're doing well. That way we can, hey, Ross, how you doing? Hey, this guy, check him out. He's very interesting. Camp Rossum Bushcraft Fat Bike Adventures. It's a hard one to say, long one, but how you doing, buddy? Good morning there, Ross. He's a great guy. I met him like over a year ago. It was like a year ago in last October. And I've been meaning to do a video on him and his journey and everything, but he's done an amazing journey. He's crossed from back east from Ontario all the way across Canada to Vancouver Island on a pedal bike, not an electric bike or anything like that, a manual pedal bike with strong legs and that, with fat tires, big fat tires, which is actually a heavy bike. And he rode that all the way across Canada from Ontario to Vancouver Island. And then he goes out and he builds teepees in the woods, chops all his firewood, and lives like off-grid way more than I do, like out in the wilderness like he does. But I really like his channel. I like his style. He's got a really cool style, really good attitude, and he's got what am I trying to say? He's got a really good humor going on there too, with the things he says and does and stuff like that. And he treats his bike like a pet, like you'd let your dog out to go outside and play for a while. He lets his bike go out and play. He's actually, check him out though, Camp Rossum Bushcraft Fat Bike Adventures. Yeah, he's great. Hopefully we'll get together one day, Ross, and we'll actually do that video. We keep bumping into each other and going, oh yeah, we got to get together, but he had to get a job and stuff. He's looking after his dad and stuff like that. So, his time is limited, and he's only on that bike. So for him to get around, instead of taking 20, 30 minutes to get somewhere like I do in the truck, it takes him a couple of hours. So yeah, he's an amazing guy. And yeah, and if that's what you're talking about, Darlene, wow, very adventurous. Yes, he is very adventurous. Like, he does way more than I can, and I think he's getting close to my age. I think he's younger than me. I'm not sure, but um, I wish the words would come to me right away. It's just old age or something like that. But he's hardcore bush guy, even more so than I am now. But he's like I was when I was like 16 to 20, kind of back then, and he's still doing that, and it's amazing and wonderful. I like watching his shows and that. Um, he'd be the first to admit that his videos aren't the greatest, but it's the style and the theme and he's really kind of cool. So anyway, go check him out and subscribe, please. Anyway, there you go, Ross. There's oh wow, words, why? 1 second, I just got to pick up a toy here. Gotta keep these up here, okay, and I got to check my fire. There we go. Stoked the fire again. Threw a couple of logs on there. Yeah. I'm actually sweating a bit. I got the windows open too, but no, Cheryl, I used to watch a lot of TV and movies and stuff like that, but I don't watch TV anymore. I never watch TV. I have no use for it. It's all stupid stuff out there, and the news is all fake and garbage and bullshit and stuff like that. So I just go online and check all the good stuff online. And I know all the good sources out there. And once in a while, if I'm bored and I actually have very little to do, which is rare, I'll try and look up some kind of movie and that. When I stopped watching TV and I was doing Netflix for a while, I got really bored of Netflix because it's all the same American garbage and stuff like that. And, same old. And then so I was scrolling through and I found there's a bunch of movies and TV shows and all that kind of thing from South Korea. And I watched one and I was blown away, and they have some amazing movies, television shows, and like television series and stuff, and humor and everything. They got a really good stuff going on. The only sad part was the subtitles. I'm not a big fan of subtitles, but it was so entertaining that I put up with the subtitles to watch as much as I could, and I watched hundreds and hundreds of South Korean shows. There goes the toy again. Baby, you gotta stop that. Yeah. I know you want to play. She throws them on the floor because she thinks it's fun. Not for me, but for her. But anyway, no, I don't actually watch any television, and especially not the news out there. So I hope that brings you up to speed. That's about like me there, Darlene. Darlene says, I'm adventurous too. I go from the bed to the kitchen to the bathroom and back again. That sounds about the best exercise you can get, right? Yes, that's very true, Eurasian ringneck dove. Baby and Angel, Tiny House on Wheels, and me. And they are the stars. They are the stars of the show. I just put the camera in front of my face and say a lot of words, but the girls are the stars of the show. Baby was first, and then I kept Angel, and now we have 2 stars and an assistant. I'm the assistant. Well, that's sad to hear, Darlene. I don't move as fast as I used to either. Like when I got really sick and I did the chemo, and it really messed up my body. It took me 10 to 15 years just to get to where I am now, and then it's only been about 18 years now, so an extra 3 years after the 15. The last 3 years I've leveled out, and I'm gotten to a better level and stuff, but it was really hard to learn how to go slow. Really hard. I was really frustrated. I sometimes got angry because I couldn't move so fast. I couldn't get things done the way I used to, and man, was it frustrating. But I've learned to live with it mostly now, so I hope that helps you out. But yeah, sometimes we just have to accept the fact that When we get older, we go slower. There you go, Ross. There, LOL. Thanks. Uh, oh, I never thought of that. I never thought of that. If my, oh yeah, yeah. If you think I'm handsome now, you should see me when I was 20. I look like a train wreck now compared to that. Yeah, but yeah, I will. I don't know if I can do it right now. Uh, but it's down in there in the suitcase. I don't know if I can find it fast enough. But yes, I can show you pictures of when I was younger. I can. I'm not sure if I'm going to do that today or not. I'm trying to think of exactly where they are, if I can get my hands on them right now, and if I can, I will. But yeah, Darlene, chemo can really, really mess you up. I wish I had never done the chemo. I wish I had done more naturopathic ways to try and fix my medical condition. But, you know, I was, I guess back then I still had faith in medical association or whatever. And, I got a lot of pressure from friends and family and stuff like that, whatever. And, oh, you got to do this, you got to do this, and so I did, and I regret it. I regret it. I'm not saying you shouldn't do chemo. It depends on your medical condition and all that, but I would never do it again. Knowing what I know now, I would never do it again. I would try more natural ways of dealing with my situation. But yeah, chemo can really mess you up. And the chemo I did, it's one of the worst ones out there. Um, they said it's as bad or maybe worse than the worst chemo for cancer and stuff like that. I just, and they said it's going to feel like we're trying to kill you to get you to live again, kind of thing. And it was like, man, they weren't joking about that. That was an understatement, a big understatement. I felt like I was dying. Almost quit a number of times, but friends wouldn't let me quit. So here I am now. But yeah. Hey, Ross, Camp Rossum, Bushcraft. Yeah, the mushrooms are great. The mushrooms are great. I don't know if you caught in any of my videos, but I got a few mushroom videos out there. I know you've commented on one of them. I saw that. And, but I got a bunch more coming out and that. But the mushrooms are just great this year. After a few years of pretty much nothing or very little, we had a pretty good year this year. Not as good as we wanted, but it's not bad. Especially, I got a lot of pine mushrooms. I got a huge stack of pine mushrooms up in those trays there, the beer flats, and they're drying out. I'm going to have a whole bunch of dried pine mushrooms later down the road, like springtime or whatever, when I do cream of pine mushroom soup or something, when there's no pine mushrooms growing out there. So that'll be great. But the mushrooms are growing good. They're Ross, very, very good. Well, we'll pray for you, Cheryl. We'll pray for you. You have to do the ultrasound on your kidneys, and you're very nervous about it. I know you were worried about whether you're going to get bad enough to do the dialysis. I remember you saying that. I pray that you don't have to go that way, that somehow, some way, they make an improvement in your body and system and medical condition, and you don't have to do the harsh stuff. I have a friend of mine right now. You have what, Ross? You have lots of mushrooms? I'm not sure what you meant. You have, sorry, I didn't know what that meant, but if you can clarify that for me. But I have a friend now, it's probably not the greatest subject matter, but some kind of infection either in their bladder or kidney or whatever, back and forth. I don't remember how it worked, but one affected the other. Not anyway. They had a problem with their bladder, and they had to have what do they call that? What do they call that? Man, my age, my brain is going. Catheter. she has to have a catheter in a permanent bag right now, and apparently she's got to keep it for the rest of her life, and very depressed about it. And I just can't imagine how bad that would be. I've had that myself temporarily, and it's not fun at all. But anyway, she's going through that, and she's really worried about what the outcome's going to be for her, either her kidneys or bladder, or whatever, anything that could go wrong. Oh, thanks for the clarification there, Ross. I have seen your videos. Oh, good, 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 good. Yeah, so the mushrooms are a great thing this year. But yeah, my friend is really worried too, Cheryl. Uh, and I complain a lot about my medical condition, what I've gone through, what I'm still going through, and I complain a lot daily when I have to deal with all this stuff. But then I stop and think about everyone else that's, to me, is actually in a worse position, like you, Cheryl, like my friend there that I just mentioned. A lot of people are in much worse shape, and I got a buddy here. I've mentioned him before, Brian. He lives up on the hill just over here. He's been a good friend for at least 15 years or something. And he's about 5 years older than me, so I guess he's 73. And he's just having a hard time getting around, and that is he's got a lot of joint pains, muscle pains. His body's breaking down and falling apart, but he still tries to get out there and go and grab his firewood, pick mushrooms, do all that kind of stuff, go canoeing, like long trip canoeing, longer than I go. And he's still trying to do it, but it's frustrating for him because of his condition. He gets really frustrated at times, but he keeps plugging at it. But anyway, there's a lot more people that are worse off than me, so I keep that in mind. I think of other people when I start feeling miserable, and then it helps me get on with my day, get on with the stuff I have to do, and just power through it, sort of thing. So I guess it's a balance of perception. How you doing, Euphoric? Glad you could make it. Well, you've been listening all along, I suppose. Actually, we haven't had any snow yet, Euphoric. None at all. Well, we had that one, I don't know, it was a few weeks back where we had the little wet snow blizzard that barely even lasted overnight kind of thing. It was so wet, but in that short I did, but that was it. We haven't had any snow, and I'm glad of that, because I'm not looking forward to snow. The last 5 years have really sucked for Vancouver Island as far as winter freezing and snow and everything like that. It's not normal. We're supposed to get a bad winter like that once every 7 to 10 years, and then a really nice mellow winter all through winter for at least 7 years. Oh, that was my phone. Someone must have sent me a text or something. I don't know what it is, but I'm not going to check. My phone went ding, 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 ding. Yeah, that's right. Thank God, Euphoric, no snow yet. Anyway, yeah, we do have to push ourselves, don't we, Darlene? We just have to push ourselves sometimes. But like I was saying, reminding ourselves that there's a lot of other people in much worse condition than us. I don't know. I don't like to look at the negative like that, but it does help me. I know it might sound weird, but it does help me, like, forget about my problems and get on with things. And basically what I do is I say, hey, I know all these people that they're suffering this and that and the other thing, and it's really bad, and I'm glad I'm not going through that. And it helps me just forget about myself and just get on with my days and my stuff and that. Yeah, so I don't know. I'm starting to babble here, I think. Oh, I gotta check my fire again. I just gotta double check. Sorry. There we go. Just quickly put another log on there. I don't want it to go out. But yeah, Cheryl, I do know a lot of songs from the Eagles. I love the Eagles. When I still remember when Hotel California first came out, where I was and what I was doing. And that's just not even my favorite of theirs. I love lots of their songs. Never thought of singing them. I don't. Maybe back in the day I thought of it or tried it or whatever. I just don't remember. But that's another one I got to put on my list. In fact, oh, there it is. In fact, I should make a note, right? Because when I'm looking for songs and I can't think of much of anything unless I've got notes, and then I go, oh, okay, these guys, these guys, these guys. But if I don't write things down, I go, I don't remember anybody's songs. That's another way too, is just try and stay in the moment, euphoric, right? Just try and stay in the moment. That's about all you can do, because you can't change the past. You can't predict or do anything about the future, because you don't know what's going to come at all. So all you can do is focus on the moment and get through the now, every minute of your day, every hour of your day, and then just wait and see what comes. And don't fixate on the past either. That's another thing too. There's a saying out there. Damn it, if I won't be able to remember it. But we're only plagued and stressed out by our memories and are stressing over what to do about the future. That's what plagues us. And if we just, I wish I could remember. I'm gonna look it up, and I'm gonna tell you guys next time what that saying is. But basically, it's saying, that's what plagues us in our lives, is us fixating on the past, and instead of staying in the now, and fixating on what we're going to do about the future, which we have no control over anyway. So if we stay in the now, that's the only thing we have any control over, is the now, and just see what happens, and don't worry about the past. The past is a past. Um, Stay focused on the great memories you have, and not the bad ones, and just keep plugging away each day, and every day brings us a new thing. That's right, Ross. Stay positive. That is right. And Darlene, stay in the present. Yep, yep, yep. And also, Billy T, and take deep breaths when you can. And shrug it off. Just, oh, okay, let's move on from here. Yeah, exactly. And the past, yes, euphoric, the past is just extra baggage you don't need. You don't need it at all. Okay, Ross, Seven Bridges by the Eagles. I actually don't know if I know that one at all. The name Seven Bridges does not sound familiar, but I will look that up for sure. I'll look that up for sure. That's right, Cheryl. Yeah, you're always regretting things from the past, and worry about tomorrow. Yeah, you're stinking thinking again, and that's what a lot of us do. I mean, you're not the only one. Everybody does it. Everybody. It's just a matter of actually realizing when you're doing it, and stopping yourself from doing it, and going, the past can't affect me anymore. It's done. It's gone. It's over. All I can do is focus on the good memories I have, and not the bad, and then don't worry about what tomorrow will bring, because we don't know. Because you wake up some days, and this has happened many days in my life. I wake up, and let's say I'm depressed, or I'm feeling down, or I'm looking negatively at what the day and the week has to come to me, and all of a sudden something great pops into my life, just something wonderful and fantastic, and it's like, wow, and it just lifts me up, perks me up. Like, let's say getting a package from somebody that you didn't know was coming, they didn't tell you they were sending it, they send you this gift package or something, anything like that, or you win a lottery or something, I don't know, but lots of days, wonderful things pop into our lives, and when we're sitting there worrying about what the future's bringing, and something fantastic pops in our lives, so we have to focus on those things. Yeah, exactly. I'm getting a lot of thumbs up and everything, and agreement in what I'm saying. So, what the heck? No, that can't be right. Oh, that's the time. No way. There's no way. Wow. The last couple of times I was on here, the last couple of Sundays, I was thinking, oh, it's got to be at least an hour or more. And then I look, and it was only 30 minutes. And now today, I thought it was like 30 to 40 minutes, and it's over an hour already. Wow. It's amazing how some days hit you one way, and then they hit another day like today, it hits you a different way. Wow, I could have sworn we're like no more than 30, 40 minutes in, and it's over an hour. Wow, that's crazy, crazy. But that's great. Time flies, yeah. Time flies. Sometimes it doesn't, though. Sometimes it drags and drags and drags. Time goes slow when you're not having fun. It goes too fast when you are having fun. Oh, there. So I guess it's time for something, eh? If I listened long enough to you, I'd find a way to believe that it's all true, knowing that you lied straight-faced while I cried. Still I look to find a reason to believe. Someone like you makes it hard to live without somebody else. Someone like you makes it easy to give, never thinking about myself. So if I gave you time to change my mind, I'd find a way just to leave the past behind, knowing that you lied straight-faced while I cried. Still I look to find a reason to believe. Someone like you makes it hard to live without somebody else. Someone like you makes it easy to give everything about myself. So if I listened long enough to you, I'd find a way to believe that it's all true, knowing that you lied straight-faced while I cried. Yet I look to find a reason to believe. I always find that one's an interesting one. It's kind of makes you open your eyes and look at things, look at things around you and people around you and stuff like that. And I know that wasn't my best performance today, but I was just throwing it out there and winging it. Thanks, Mama Mia. Oh, thanks, Euphoric. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, everybody. Oh, thank you, Darlene. Love the song. Billy T, heavy and wonderful on the heart. Yeah. And Euphoric's humming along with me. I'm sure a lot of you are either humming along or singing along or whatever. There you go, Cheryl. That was probably why I picked that one. Because, yeah, you just have to believe and just keep going in that. And I'm glad that I always help you. And I hope I can keep doing these Sunday lives all the time just to help people like yourself, uplift your spirits and keep you going. Like, it's a long 6 days there in between. I know that. And sometimes you can't wait till the 7th day for something special to come along and help lift you up and that. But I'm glad it works, and it helps you feel better. Sorry, Cheryl. Yeah. And, just keep coming back as many times as I've got these lives going. Just keep coming back, and I'll try and help you out and everybody else. So that's kind of one of my purposes in life, I guess. So, Mamma Mia, you play and sing that song on the guitar with only 4 keys. I tried playing guitar before, and I didn't get very far. Same with piano. I don't know. I don't know what it is. Maybe I can sing slightly, but musical instruments really elude me a lot. I don't. Sorry about that. I'm reading and thinking and stuff. Too many things at once. Reading and thinking at the same time. Excuse me. Anyway. I'm glad it does help you, Cheryl, and I'm glad it helps all of you out there to, feel better for the week. And, that's, if I've done that for any one of you out there, then I've done my job in life, kind of thing. That's the way I look at it, If I help at least one person in this lifetime with anything, then I've done my job, and the rest is just gravy. So the more you help, the more gravy. I'm starting to get that heartburn again. I don't know why. I was talking to someone, I can't remember, but someone made a comment or something. I think it was Miss B's honey pot or something. asked me, I was saying something about her medical thing and fasting and that. And I just said I take 5 medications twice a day, and I'm still fasting, doing the fasting thing. And I tried to help give her information on that, but I don't know how to answer it. But anyway, I don't know why I brought that up. There was a reason for that. I've already forgotten what it is. Sorry. Had to do with something about health and everything like that, and helping people lift their spirits and stuff. Oh, thank you very much, Cheryl. Thank you. I like to think I'm kind and understanding, but there's a lot of people out there that just grind my gears, and I'm not kind and understanding when it comes to those because they're not logical, and and there's a lot of them out there. But yeah, I am. I like to be kind and understanding in that, especially when it's appropriate, right, and when it's deserving, of course. Thanks, Billy T. Kent's saving souls on Sunday. Hopefully, yeah, maybe a little bit. Coffee's chilling down. The fire's doing good. So I wrote down a couple of things. Again, last Sunday we did the show, and then I was done, and I went out and I think I cut firewood or something. I can't remember what I did, but I thought, I got Monday and Tuesday. I got the video coming out Tuesday. Nothing happening Monday, so I can sit down Monday and Tuesday and write down a bunch of songs. But no, it all came down to last night or yesterday afternoon. And it's like, oh, I got to write some songs down. I don't know why. It's not really procrastination. I think I've got too much to do for an old man like me, and it's a big juggle to get everything done. So stuff like writing songs down gets put on the back burner all the time, and it gets kind of frustrating in that because it's like, why do I keep putting it off? Oh, okay. Vinegar will kill the heartburn. Is that what you're saying, Billy T? I've tried the apple cider vinegar before, and at one point, this is a few years back, and at one point it was working great, and then all of a sudden I took it, and boy, it was one of the worst I've ever experienced. And then so I stopped that. Then I tried the baking soda and water thing, and that was working for a bit. And then I tried it one day, and it was just so it's like a kind of, well, especially for me anyway, it was a hit and a miss thing. Like some things work there for a while, and then all of a sudden they stop working. And yeah, and same with my medications. I take this medication for the heartburn specifically, and then after a while, a while ago, I was taking it, and it was actually happening the opposite effect, and it seemed to be bringing it on. So I just stopped taking it for a while, and it settled down. It's really weird, really weird. Pickle juice. I tried pickle juice too. Pickle juice, apple cider vinegar, the baking soda and water. I've tried a few things, and I even was eating cloves there for a long time, and it seemed to be working great. And then all of a sudden, I got this really bad heartburn, but also a really bad kidney thing happening, pain in my kidneys and stuff, lower back pain and that. And so I stopped those, and it cleared up again. So it's really weird. I think my body's just screwed. Oh, you use Gas X. I'm not sure. I don't think I've ever tried that before. Gas X. I know what you're talking about. I know the product. I could try that. But I've tried so many things out there, and a lot of the times I've tried stuff and it made things worse, or didn't, you know, it just didn't work, or it made things worse, like I said. Yeah, I probably just had too much acid. That was the idea of getting me on that it's it's not an acid blocker, it's a proton pump inhibitor, which is basically the same thing as an acid blocker, but it gets right to the source, and it just turns the taps right off. And it was great for years actually, but then I don't know. And a lot of that could be too because I change up my diet and try and get healthier with my diet and stuff. And sometimes when I try harder to get healthier, it makes things worse, and I feel shittier. Hey, Night Owl, how you doing? Have you been hanging out this whole time, just listening? Yeah, I was even doing that, Cheryl, too. I was taking peppermint oil in the little gel caps, peppermint oil, and Um, I don't know. Maybe it helped in its own way, but I didn't feel anything good or bad. It didn't seem to be doing it. And so because of my being on a pension, I just couldn't afford everything. So some things I just had to stop buying. Especially if it made an obvious effect, I would keep buying it. But I just some things I just have to stop paying for if they don't seem to be working. So you just got here, Night Owl. You just got here. Okay, great. Glad you could make it anyway. Prisolec. I think I've tried that in the past. Prisolec. But what I've got now is called omeprazole. Omeprazole. And actually, it's probably the best one I've ever had. I've been on what's that? Uh, Nexus. I've been on Nexus as well. But this one has been the most effective for me because it actually what it does it actually turns the acid pumps off so that it's not flowing at all. And I took it twice a day, so my acid wasn't off, and it worked for long. But like I say, I think a lot of it is because I'm juggling with my diet and things like that. Maybe I'm messing up the process or whatever, upsetting the apple cart, as it were. Yeah. So anyway, what was I looking at here? Where was it? Here. So I thought I'd put a couple of interesting things down basically from childhood. But to me, they're like happy little tunes and stuff. It's, about being happy and joyful and stuff. The stuff I kind of sing along or hum along, whatever, when I'm out in the wilderness by myself or anywhere by myself, and I want to feel good. I sing or hum songs or something like that. And that's one way I keep myself uplifted. I do more singing when I'm depressed, singing and humming and all that stuff when I'm depressed than when I'm happy. Because when I'm happy, I don't need enlightening. Sort of thing. Anyway, anyone remember this one? Sing a song of sixpence, a pocket full of rye, 4 and 20 blackbirds baked in a pie. When the pie was opened, the birds began to sing. Now wasn't that a dainty dish to set before the king? The king was in his counting house, counting out his money. The queen was in the parlor, eating bread and honey. The maid was in the garden, hanging out the clothes, when down came a blackbird and pecked off her nose. That was such a commotion that little Jenny Wren flew down into the garden and put it back again. Kind of a silly little nursery rhyme kind of thing, but I don't know. When you're young, it's cute. And I don't know, sometimes I'll even hum that or sing that in my head when I'm out there and trying to feel better. Okay, euphoric, you're drinking hot chocolate. Humming is fun and singing is fun, and you're enjoying the Christmas tree smells. Yeah, I used to love the Christmas tree smells and stuff in the house and that, but I won't cut down a real tree anymore. I just don't buy into it that much. I mean, it's cool and fun. The fun kid part of Christmas is fun and great and that, but I don't want to go around killing trees to stick in my house anymore. And I used to buy the artificial ones for a while there, but I don't even do that anymore. I don't do much in Christmas anyway. That's interesting, Darlene. You went vegan for a while and felt wonderful, and then you got gout, and your doctor said it was the purines in the fruit and vegetable. I don't know if that's true or not, but I always thought gout came, at least when I was growing up, I heard you got gout from eating too many organ meats, like liver and what's the other one, gizzards and all that all the organ meats. That's what I heard, but I don't know how true that was. I don't know if there's any validity there, but yeah, I'm kind of skeptical a bit about if you're doing a lot of vegetables. I can see the fruit part, because fruit can be kind of, I don't know what to say about fruit, but it can have its effects. I know I have issues sometimes off and on with fruit, even though I love my mangoes and papaya and all that kind of stuff. Um, but I can't see that in the vegetables doing that. But I don't know. I'm on a high vegetable diet now, and I'm gonna try and do another cooking show here too to show you one of my ongoing mainstay dishes that I've been living on lately for a while, and it seems to be helping me. So, um, but yeah, I don't know what to say there, Darlene. I just don't. I, I don't think I have enough education in that field, in the nutrition field, to, I'm still juggling everything too and trying to sort things out and figure out what's right and what's not right. Still haven't got too many clues right yet, but oh, I see. Your kidneys won't filter the purines. That's what your doctor's saying, Darlene? Yeah. Well, I don't know. I don't know what to say. But obviously, for whatever reason, your kidneys aren't filtering things properly, and it's affecting them, and that's when it gets mean and nasty. Oh, okay. There you go. There's confirmation there from Night Owl, Darlene. Night Owl says their son has gout, and was told it's a metabolic disease and to avoid foods with purines. There you go. So that kind of gives you a bit of confirmation there. That's new to me as well. I've never studied purines in food and that, so I don't really know, and I can't speak to it. So, but there you go. Purines in food affects your kidneys. Interesting. I'm going to look more into that just for my own knowledge, kind of thing. But yeah, I don't know what to say, but just give you best wishes and prayers for your healing and everything. That's all I can do. That's the only thing I can do from my end of it. But interesting information, though. I like to know it. Okay, euphoric. Yeah, okay. There you go. All the Christmas tree smell, or Christmas smells, and the candles and all that kind of stuff. Knocks out the pungent odors. I'm not going to elaborate on that one, but you guys can all read that. That's cute. That's cute. Love it. Yeah. I used to love all the Christmas smells at home. Like, there's so many, not just the trees and the boughs and the cedar stuff. It was all the food and mom's cooking and everything like that, and the big meals and stuff, the candles, everything. Yeah, it was a great time. Okay, Night Owl says their other son has chronic kidney stones and has to avoid foods with oxalates, which is a lot of his favorite vegetables. Yeah, oxalates. A lot of vegetables have oxalates, and a lot of the stuff I wild forage has oxalates in it too. And they say, don't eat it as a regular diet. Just eat it, once in a while, or in a survival situation or something like that. But yeah, I've heard that about oxalates too. That they can have an effect on certain organs in your body and that. But I'm not an expert in any of this, so I can't speak to it that much. But all I can do is give you prayers and blessings and stuff like that, and pray that you get better and they find what's wrong and how to fix it exactly. I don't know, Cheryl. I don't know. Now you're getting really deep into it. Don't know what to do the rest of the day. How do I get myself motivated to get something done? Yeah, you know what? I go through that a lot. I don't know if it's procrastination or just frustration from my health, and not just my health, but the conditions of the world and everything around me now. But I don't know. The only thing I do is I get to a point, if I haven't done a bunch of stuff and I keep procrastinating, and then I start getting down on myself for not getting things done because I'm procrastinating, I just grab myself, I push myself out the door and say, get the hell out there and do it. You have to do it. Nobody else is going to do it for you, so you have to do it. I force myself to get things done, and I actually feel better after the fact. So that's all I can say, is just sometimes you just have to push yourself, go out, get things done. Even get one thing done, or two things, or three things. Doesn't matter. As long as you get something done, you feel a sense of satisfaction of accomplishing something, anything. And I know it works for me, even the simplest little things. Um, I might go out and get one thing done that day, and it's simplest thing ever, and it just makes me feel better that I actually did something. Otherwise, then if I just sit around and do nothing and say I can't do this, I can't do that, then it just makes me worse, and so I do have to push myself. Hopefully that information helps you out. I'm not sure, but like I say, all I can do is send you blessings and prayers. But yeah, it is a struggle, and you know I would say about 80% of my life I have now, with my medical condition, my age, and all that kind of stuff going on. I have to push myself probably 80% of my time just to get things done. Otherwise, I would just, and another thing too is the girls. If it wasn't for the girls and having to get up and take them outside, stretch their legs, go for walks, um, let them do their business and stuff, going to the store and getting them food, and then I give them either steak, chicken, or liver every single day, fresh cooked. Like one night I'll give them I'll cook up a steak for them really nicely, chop it all up in little tiny pieces for them both, give them that, or chicken, liver, and it's a lot of work, and basically, you know, sometimes I might get frustrated. I got to keep doing all these things, but in the end, it actually is a good thing that they help me get out and do things instead of just, if I was all by myself, I'd sit around moping more and get nothing done. So yeah, the girls really help me out a lot. I'm not saying that you need to go out and get yourself a dog or two, but for me, that's what's working, and that's only a circumstance. It's not that I went out and got the dogs for that reason. I mean, when I was at my very, very worst medically, and I wanted to, just go boom, take myself out, that's when baby fell into my life as a little tiny puppy, 8.5 weeks old, and it just got me up and out and kept on going because I had to do it. I had to think of somebody else instead of thinking and focusing on myself, and that's one of the keys there is. Thinking about other people or other entities like dogs and stuff, pets, and focusing on that you have to do stuff for other beings, kind of thing. That helps me a lot. Yeah, and then sometimes, like Billy T says, sometimes you just gotta rest and rest up, so you can get the creative blood flowing, and also recharge, so you can actually get up. So yeah, you got to do things, but you also have to rest in between too. So, so you can get the energy back up and jump on the projects you have to do. That's exactly it, Darlene. It's exactly what I do. I kick myself and I say to myself, "Get your ass up, you miserable little shit, and go get things done." And I'm only half joking about that. I mean, when you see. Nobody sees me off camera, and if you were to see me off camera, you'd see me, and I really get hard on myself, and I push myself, and I get I'm not a different person, but I kind of act differently. Like this, doing the videos and doing the lives and that brings me joy in that, and I'm upbeat and everything. But trying to live my normal everyday life. It's a struggle and a challenge a lot of times. I mean, I have my good days and I have my bad days, but a lot of times it's just pushing myself and getting angry at myself and, just keep going. Anyway, hey, Glenn Dome, glad you could make it. I don't know if you've been here all the time and just listening in the background or not, but hello to you. How are you doing? There's a little angel there. She's just kind of resting and relaxing, and there's baby there. She's been playing with her toy kind of thing, and she's been taking the time off and that because I'm not throwing her toys around for her, so she said, screw it. Anyway, how you doing, Glendome? What's it like in your neck of the woods? How's things? How's the weather, kind of thing? I can't remember where you're from, but because I can't remember everybody, but yeah, how's it going in your neck of the woods? And that's another thing, Darlene. You have to laugh or go crazy. You either laugh and try and lift yourself up in that, or you will go crazy. You will go crazy, yeah, for sure. No truer words have been spoken. And like Billy T says, you can be your own worst enemy. Exactly. I know all about that. That's very true, Night Owl. People who have pets recover from surgery, stress, and life's hiccups faster. They definitely do. It just brings that joy into your life, and joy and happiness, and that is actually good medically for your body. Where sadness and depression and all that can actually break your body down and make you ill, just like stress. If you're on the verge of getting sick with anything, I don't care what it is, whether it's a flu or Crohn's disease or anything. If you're on the verge, the number one thing that'll push you over that edge is going to be stress. Stress will bring on stuff that's sitting there waiting to be brought on faster than pretty much anything. So that's true, and then that's where pets help. Any kind of pets can help in that sense. Okay, euphoric. Your dogs love barking at my dogs. Yeah, I hear that from a few people that have dogs. They hear or see my dogs and they bark at them on the video. Oh, you're in Ohio, Glenn, eh? Ohio. And it's cold and rainy there. At least it's not snowy and icy and freezing and everything like that. It's cold and rainy and kind of cloudy and foggy and stuff here, and it's only been freezing overnight here and there, but so far we haven't got a ton of snow, that's for sure. Oh, sorry to see you go, Craig. Sorry, Craig's got to run. He'll come back and see us next Sunday. You take care, Craig. Have a great day. Enjoy whatever it is you're doing and stay happy and safe out there, please. Okay. Oh, thanks, Billy. Thanks for that confident vote of confidence there. That's great. Thank you. That is, thank you so much. Do you have any coffee left? A little bit. I get so focused on stuff, I keep forgetting. And I do this all the time, even when I'm by myself with the fire. Oh my gosh. Sorry about that interruption. The fire was down to the last hot coals and it was threatening to go out. So I just got some stuff on there in time and got it sort of flaming up again. So with any luck, it'll just keep going and that. So anyway. That's right, Cheryl. That's right. I'm glad you got a couple of cats. Cats. At one time, I was just a cat person, and people called me Catmandu. One time in Vancouver, I had 10 cats of my own, and then my girlfriend at the time was moving from one place to the other, and she had a month in between that she had to juggle the time, and so I took her cat in. So I had 11 cats in my house at one time. Cats can be great, but they're great in that, but there's a big difference between cats and dogs. And I love my little doggies. I just love them. I think being little dogs like this, and so charming and wonderful and cute and everything like that, these ones are actually like having a dog and a cat all in one, because they act like both. It's wonderful. But yeah, I still love cats, and that I love all animals, um, but I forgot what I was talking about. But I'm glad to hear you got some pets there to keep you busy and keep your mind off things to some degree. But yeah, hopefully whatever we've talked about and other people here have commented to help you out, Cheryl. Now we're back to Glenn. Glenn. It's been cold, but no snow yet. Calling for some tonight. Hope that you're keeping warm. Yeah, I'm keeping warm. I'm keeping this fire going in my little tiny fire wood stove. Yes, I am. But yeah, you're in Ohio, I think you said, didn't you? Yeah, Ohio. They're calling for snow. I'm actually surprised that you haven't got any yet. But you know, every winter's different, isn't it? Every season is different. And apparently it's cold and raining in Illinois right now, too. Yeah, my little dogs are like heating pads, too, especially at night. And they climb under the covers with me, and everybody stays warm. They're like little hot water bottles, kind of. It's cool. Wow, I can't believe it's an hour and a half already, man. And I feel like I just started like 20, 30 minutes ago. Wow, that's crazy. It's weird how sometimes time just seems to drag on, drag on, drag on. And other times it just flies by. I can't believe it. I seriously feel like I've been here 45 minutes maximum. So I don't know about you guys. Hey, Gloria, how you doing? It's snowing in is that South Dakota? I'm thinking that's South Dakota, I believe. I don't know how long you've been around, if you've been hanging in the background just watching or not, but nice to see you arrive there, Gloria. It's snowing in South Dakota. Wow. Wow. Yeah, it's about that time of year. Yep. That's exactly right. Yeah, night owl. Cats are great. However, it's on their time and their terms, isn't it? Cats are like that. They're aloof and they make you work for everything, don't they? And sometimes you're allowed to pet them. I know I've had cats, and sometimes you pet them and they go, "Oh, get off me, get off me." It's not. I don't want that now. Cats are a funny breed. They're a funny breed, but they're cute as hell, and I love cats. I love, like I said, I love all animals. Anyway, since I've been talking so much, I wonder if anyone of them remembers this one from a long time ago. I used to love this one when I was a kid. I think it was grade 3 or something, way back when I first heard this one, and I think about it once in a while, especially when I'm out in the wilderness looking for mushrooms and walking down the trails and stuff like that. I don't know if I can do this one or not, but I love to go a-wandering along the mountain path, and as I go I love to sing my knapsack on my back. Valerie, Valera, Valerie, Valera, Valera, my knapsack on my back. I love to wander by the stream that dances in the sun, so joyously it calls to me, come join my happy song. I wave my hat to all I meet, and they wave back at me, and blackbirds call so loud and sweet from every greenwood tree. Valerie, Valera, Valerie, Valera, my knapsack on my back. High overhead, the skylarks wing, they never rest at home, but just like me, they love to sing as over the world we roam. Oh, may I go a-wandering until the day I die. Oh, may I always laugh and sing beneath God's clear blue sky. Valerie, Valera, Valerie, Valera, Valerie, my knapsack on my back. I know I didn't do that very good. I didn't focus on it and get the tune in my head properly before I did that one, but I'm sure you guys remember that one. Some of you remember it. But yeah, it's a kind of a happy, uplifting tune I heard in grade 3. Oh, thanks, Mama Mia. Thank you all. Thank you all. You never heard that one, Night Owl? Never, ever, ever. Wow. I thought it was pretty famous. But then, you know, like when we hear things when we're a kid, it doesn't mean the whole world knows it. It could be just in Canada, or you know what I mean, just in one spot. And you love it, eh, Darlene? You love it? I'm sure you must have heard it before then. I wish I could have done it better. I was doing it good last night, but I know I didn't quite. It's the English version translated from the German original. It was originally done in German, and so they had to translate it into English. And anyway, that doesn't matter, I guess. Oh, and you do remember it, eh, Sandra? Sandra remembers it. Yeah, I figured a bunch of people out there would remember it. I just saw it was an uplifting kind of tune, you know, like a happy tune kind of thing. I thought so. How about this one? I'm sure you know, everybody knows these guys. Everybody. Thanks, Billy T. Tap the like and show the love for the free concert. Yeah, it's a free concert, yeah. Yeah, it has to be free because you wouldn't pay, no one would pay me to watch me sing. I don't think so anyway. Just having fun here. See if I can do this one now. We come on the sloop John B., my grandpappy and me, around Nassau town we did roam, drinking all night, got into a fight, well I feel so broke up, I wanna go home. So hoist up the John B. sail, see how the mainsail sets, call for the captain ashore, let me go home, let me go home. I wanna go home, I wanna go home. Well, I feel so broke up, I wanna go home. The first mate, he got drunk and broke in the captain's trunk. The constable had to come and take him away. Sheriff John Stone, why don't you leave me alone? Well, I feel so broke up, I wanna go home. So hoist up the John B. sail, see how the mainsail sets, call for the captain ashore, let me go home, let me go home. I wanna go home, well I feel so broke up, I wanna go home. The poor cook, he caught the fits and threw away all of my grits, and then he took and ate up all of my corn. Let me go home, why don't they let me go home? This is the worst trip I've ever been on. So hoist up the John B. sail, see how the mainsail sets, call for the captain ashore, let me go home, let me go home. I want to go home, let me go home. Why don't they let me go home? This is the worst trip I've ever been on. Beach Boys. Beach Boys. Hey, Carl, it took you a while, didn't it? And while you're here now, Carl, glad to see you show up. Yeah, I know a lot of people that take meds and they make them sleep a lot, and that really sucks. I know I've gone through periods where I sleep a lot and don't know why, and it's hard to get things done. Thank you, Darlene. Thanks for the compliment. Thanks. But now that you're here, Carl, yeah, I looked on Friday, but I didn't get that package yet, so I'm thinking Monday or Tuesday I'll probably be here. Can't wait. I love being surprised, so I can't wait till that comes in, Carl. Looking forward to it big time. So I'll let you know right away too when it does. Yeah, it's kind of a funny song, isn't it? Euphoric, yeah. Oh, thanks, Mamma Mia. Thank you, Sandra. Yes, that one's from the 60s there, Mamma Mia, yeah. The 60s, way, way, way back. We were just youngins. I know I was. Thanks, Billy. Thanks, Billy. Yeah, it's kind of a cute little tune there. Yeah. I was trying to think, pull together, kind of cute tunes, uplifting tunes, things with a nice, what's the melody? That's it. Nice melody, uplifting melody kind of thing. That's what I was kind of going for today. So I'm hoping it worked. You always have the great compliments. You and Mama Mia and Darlene and a few others always have great compliments, you for. Thank you very much. But yeah, I'm actually a lot happier and better today than I was last week and the week before. Last week it was really unusual, but I'm glad I actually forced myself to go live and do it. And you guys just perked me up, and my day went way better last week because of talking to all of you guys. All of you lift me up as probably as much as I lift you up. But yeah, you guys do wonders for me. Yeah, it is a cute tune, isn't it, Cheryl? Yeah. Thanks, Billy T. Apparently, I made your day and made everybody else's day too. That's what I'm here for, hopefully. Anyway, I'm glad everyone liked that and enjoyed it. Hope it all keeps you going for a whole week till we're back again. Yep. Oh, somebody stuck a toy in my butt. A little chicken. Somebody threw a little chicken in my butt. Is this your chicken? Is that your chicken? Yeah, that's her chicken. She put it behind me, and when I lean back like that, I can feel it under my butt. You feel lifted, do you, Darlene? That's good. That's, like I say, if I help one person, I've done my job, and the rest is just gravy. I'm glad I help a lot of you because that's a lot of gravy I'm getting. And I love gravy on my steak or my prime rib. What am I going to do the rest of the day today? I don't know. I was thinking of just relaxing and that. I went out yesterday and got more firewood and that. I still have to cut it up. I took long lengths and I marked them off. I just got to cut them and chop them. But I don't know. I might take the rest of the day off. Oh, no, I don't have to go shopping yet. I usually buy about 3 days worth of food for the dogs and 3 to 5 days or 7 days of food for myself, so I don't have to go to the town too much. But I'm not really sure what I'm going to do. I'm going to play it by ear today. I was thinking of maybe wandering up and looking for more pine mushrooms there, but I'm getting tired of going out and only finding one or none. And then some days you go out there and you get a whole bunch, but it's hit and miss. And the only reason I really go there is to walk the dogs and myself anyway, most of the time anyway. So one-on-one super chats. I know I have super chats and super thanks, but I don't know about one-on-one super chats. I'll have to look into that. I didn't know there was such thing as one-on-one super chats. But I'll definitely look into that. Look into that for sure. For sure. Holy crap, we're getting almost close to 2 hours. That's crazy. Last time I looked, it was like almost one and a half. Oh, thanks. Actually, I appreciate that, Euphoric, because since all that crap happened last summer or whatever with other people there and changed things, my views are down and it's really frustrating. And thanks. I'm glad you binge watch my show every other day and enjoy going back again. Yeah, if some of you can put it on, hit auto replay, we can get more views there and get things happening. But yeah, my channel's been suffering a bit since all that crap happened a while back. But I'm still going at it, and then basically the only reason I keep going, I keep telling myself I'm going to quit, but the only reason I don't quit is because of all of you guys, all of you wonderful people that keep coming back and lifting my spirits and saying wonderful things. And I know a lot of people would be disappointed big time if I quit, so I'm not going to. That's one thing I won't do, is because I think of every one of you guys all the time, and I go, no, I can't. I got to keep going. It's our community. Now, Euphoric, one-on-one membership. I don't know about that one. I'll have to look into that. I'm not really talented when it comes to the YouTube stuff. I know how to make videos and edit them and that, but the YouTube stuff, it's really challenging. I just learned how to do my own thumbnails, my end screens. I still haven't got the hashtags down 100% and stuff like that. A lot of the important stuff, but yeah, I'm kind of limited on the background stuff. That's right, Euphoric. Keep going forward with your journey and don't look back. That's a good thing to think in mind there, Cheryl. Keep going forward with your journey and don't look back. And that's kind of it. And don't worry about the future either. The future will be what it is. That's a saying in the Bible, in the New Testament. Jesus says it himself. He says, why brag about tomorrow when you don't even know what's going to come to you? You have no clue what's going to. Only the Father in heaven knows what's coming tomorrow. So don't be a braggart about tomorrow, and as well as other things. Don't be cocky about it. Don't be don't worry about it. Everything. He just says, basically what he's saying is stay in the moment, and he says that clearly. I'll never forget. I can't remember how it actually goes, but I'll never forget the concept of the message. And that's the concept: is don't brag about tomorrow, don't worry about tomorrow, don't stress about tomorrow, don't think much about tomorrow, because nobody but the Father in heaven knows what's coming tomorrow, and you can't do anything about it, and you can't change it. So just live in the here and the now. So there you go. Well, thanks, Cheryl. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Hey, John, you finally made it. Was it a long football game today, or has it even showed up yet? I don't know when the games are, but glad to see you can make it, John. We missed you last time. Yeah. And seems other people like Billy T missed you too. Welcome in here. Oh, wow. Okay. Thanks, Darlene, for that update. I don't watch anyone else anymore. I don't have time. I don't have time to do my own videos, do all the work on them, live my life, feed my dogs, go mushroom picking. I just don't have time for this. So I don't watch anyone anymore, but that's good to know. Chrome went to the hospital thinking he had a heart attack. He had tests done. They think he was having panic attacks. Yeah, I've known a lot of people that have panic attacks in the past, and apparently it feels a lot like having a heart attack. I've had a couple of panic attacks in my life too, and they feel kind of similar. But one thing I thought one day, 2019, 2020, somewhere around there, I thought I was having a heart attack too, and they took me to the hospital. But apparently they said it was an esophageal spasm, which just is kind of mind-blowing to think that it's, I don't know, it was weird. But anyway, don't know what it was yet. But good to hear about Chrome. I don't know what's going on in their lives, other than somebody made a comment in one of my videos that Chrome and Emmy are not together anymore, and that's the first I heard of that was a few days ago, I think it was. But thanks for the update. Like I say, I don't get a chance to watch everyone, and there's a bunch of people out there that I'd love to watch and follow, but I don't have that kind of time anymore. And Euphoric saw that. Oh, so he took some time off too, eh? Yeah, I would too if I thought I was having a heart attack. Oh, so John's still watching football, YouTube on phone. YouTube on the phone and football on the telly. Oh, there you go. Good for you. Good for you. Glad you showed up even while the football game's going on. That's great. That's great. That is great. Thank you, John. Yeah, he probably has been pushing pretty hard, eh, Billy? Chrome has? Probably. And you've had that before too, Euphoric? Is that panic attacks or a heart attack? I think this panic attacks started. Yeah, a lot of people I think know what panic attacks are like. I haven't had a lot of serious ones in my life, but boy, they're not fun at all, are they? They're not fun at all. Probably not quite as bad as we almost we had a glitch there for a second. Kind of went funny, and it says you're live. Probably not as bad as an actual heart attack, but they're pretty. Panic attacks can be really serious, yeah, and they're not fun, and they're kind of scary. There we go. Anyway, here we are. We're so close to 2 hours now. Yeah. I'm glad all you guys can make it today. A lot of you guys. It looks like most of the team has showed up. So here we're. I had a couple other ones to do, but I think I can save them for later. I don't want to use up all my songs in one video and never be able to sing for you guys again. Because I'm going to run out of songs one day that I can actually do. So there you go. So I'm going to try. I gotta focus on this and see if I can do that. This was one that was brought up last week, and I hadn't even thought of, and I really like it. I think a lot of people like it. So we're going to try this one, I think. So here, let's go with this one. And I know you all know this one. I don't think there's a person on the planet that doesn't know this, unless they're in the jungle somewhere and they don't watch television or radio or anything. You know, they just live in the jungle and that's it. My child arrived just the other day. He came to the world in the usual way, but there were planes to catch and bills to pay. He learned to walk while I was away, and he started talking before I knew it. And sorry, I'm gonna try and start that one again. I blew it at that spot. My child arrived just the other day. He came to the world in the usual way, but there were planes to catch and bills to pay. He learned to walk while I was away. He started talking before I knew it, and as he grew, he said, I'm gonna be like you, Dad. You know I'm gonna be like you. And the cat's in the cradle and the silver spoon, a little boy blue and the man in the moon. When you're coming home, Dad, I don't know when, but we'll get together then. You know we'll have a good time then. My son turned 10 just the other day. He said, thanks for the ball, Dad. Come on, let's play. Can you teach me to throw? I said, not today. I got a lot to do. He said, that's okay. And as he walked away and the smile never dimmed, it said, I'm gonna be like him, yeah, you know I'm gonna be like him. And the cat's in the cradle and the silver spoon, little boy blue and the man in the moon. When you coming home, Dad, I don't know when, but we'll get together then. You know we'll have a good time then. Well, he came from college just the other day, so much like a man I just had to say, son, I'm proud of you, can you sit for a while? He shook his head and then said with a smile, what I'd really like, Dad, is to borrow the car keys. See you later, can I have them, please? And the cat's in the cradle and the silver spoon, little boy blue and the man in the moon. When you coming home, Dad, I don't know when, but we'll get together then, Dad. You know we'll have a good time then. I've long since retired, my son's moved away. I called him up just the other day. I said, I'd like to see you if you don't mind. He said, I'd love to, Dad, if I can find the time. You see, my new job's a hassle and the kids have the flu. But it's sure nice talking to you, Dad. It's been sure nice talking to you. And as I hung up the phone, it occurred to me, he'd grown up just like me. My boy was just like me. And the cat's in the cradle with the silver spoon, little boy blue and the man in the moon. When you coming home, Dad, I don't know when, but we'll get together then, Dad. You know we'll have a good time then. Anyway, I know I didn't do it as good as I did last night. Well, thanks, Carl. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks, Mamma Mia. Thank you, Euphoric. Thank you, everybody. Everybody. Oh, thanks, Darlene. Yeah, I kind of am in good spirits today. Last night it wasn't looking that way, but when I got up, I was feeling better, and then I got the live going, and you guys just made me feel so much better. You're welcome, Euphoric, for that song, and Darlene and everybody. I'll try it another day and try and do a better job. I know I didn't quite do it the way I wanted to, but that's it, probably it for songs today. Like I say, I don't want to run out of songs. So hopefully you all enjoyed that. It sounds like you did, obviously. Yeah, that's always been one of my faves too, Night Owl. I pretty much remember exactly the first time I heard that, where I was. I was in Smithers, way up north there, and yeah, when I first heard that, and yeah, it's such a cool tune, such a cool tune. And the sad part is that's kind of a song about many, many, many people's lives in not just North America, but the world. I think a lot of people have gone through that. But yeah, it's such a cool song when he put that together. It's there I go again with can't find my words. Yeah, but yeah, I think a lot of people have gone through that in their lives with the family and stuff like that. Well, there we go. We just hit 2 hours. Just ding, 2 hours. There we go. Man, it just seems like it flew by. Like, it still only feels like about 45, 50 minutes sort of thing, but it's 2 hours. Oh. Okay, I'm just going to look through, just because I'm curious. One, two, three. I have at least 4 or 5 songs in here that I haven't done yet, which is good. Actually, it gives me something to hold on to. But I'm going to write down more. I might do that today. Someone was asking me what I'm going to do for the rest of the day. I might actually just sit down and write more songs. So I got them all written down, and I can do other things for the week. There you go, John. I was just asking everyone how it was in their neck of the woods, and so far it's been kind of cloudy, raining, all sorts of stuff, but it hasn't been snowing in most people's necks of the wood. But it's snowing there in Michigan right now. I kind of thought so. You guys have really cold, snowy winters a lot of times, don't you? That's a good one. Reminds me of another expression too, which I can't remember the whole thing too. But euphoric. I have 2 brain cells working today. One's burnt out and the other one is looking for her. In other words, they're both not working. Yeah, that's cute. I like that. That's a really good one. Never heard that one before, but it's good. But yeah, hopefully it doesn't snow too much, John, there in Michigan. But then again, maybe you just want to stay in the house and do nothing and sit by the warm, hot wood stove or something and munch on good comfort food and stuff. I don't know. Maybe you like the snow. I mean, I like to visit the snow, but I don't like to stay in it. I don't have to be forced to stay in it. I like to be somewhere where it's nice and sunny and warm and no snow and nice weather and that. And then if I want the snow, I go to where the snow is. I go skiing or tobogganing or whatever, making igloos, I don't know, snow angels, and then go home again. That's the way I like. But when I was young, I used to love the snow. I used to get out and play in it all the time. I wear a snowmobile suit and just bounce around in the snow, and you stay warm and dry all the time. Yeah, I figured that Michigan had long winters, long white winters and cold winters. Yeah. So anyway, I think I'm getting a little worn out. Oh, I did it again, see? Oh, there we go. There, I did it again. Or I did it this time. The fire went out. It actually went out. I was too busy with you guys and all that kind of stuff and not focusing on the fire, but that's a good thing. The more I'm focused on you guys, that's great. Oh, okay. Yeah, Cheryl, here you go. Here's one, Cheryl. This is for all of you, but Cheryl especially. Big hugs and kisses. Big hugs and kisses for Cheryl out there. Yeah, and all my fans. All your fans, actually, Angel. All your fans, yeah. Yeah, there you go. There's one. This one's suspicious. There you go. Big hugs and kisses and everything. For the 2 little girls. There you go, Cheryl, since you asked. Yeah. And know that every time you mention it in the comments of my other videos and stuff, I always give them hugs and kisses for whomever is asking. I'm sure you are euphoric. I'm sure you're really enjoying yourself from the hints from earlier and what we know about you. I'm sure you're enjoying yourself very immensely and just sinking into the couch and enjoying watching the videos. And it's starting to cool down in here now because the fire's out. I can feel the cold air rushing in. I'm gonna get the after we're finished here. The first thing I'm gonna do is start the fire up again. Then think about what I want to do for the rest of the day. But since you brought it up, euphoric, once this is done too, I'm going to sit back and enjoy myself as well. I'm sure you know what I mean. And then just decide what I want to do. I've never heard of that one, John. Blue glue. Blue glue. I've heard of blueberry and all sorts of blue stuff. Matero blue. I've never heard of blue glue. That's a good one. I like that. Blue glue. I want to try that one. I wish you could send me some. Way to go, John. Way to go. You and euphoric got the right idea. I'm going to get to that when I'm done here. Oh, thanks, Darlene. Big hugs to everyone from Darlene. You're welcome, Cheryl. You're welcome. And they are adorable as hell. They are the cutest things on wheels. I love those little two. I mean, I always tell Baby, and I've told her ever since I got her, she's the most beautiful girl in the world. And I believe that fully in my heart. To me, for a doggy like that, she is the most beautiful girl in the world. And Angel is just cute as hell. Just cute as hell. She may not be the most beautiful in the world, but she's a damn close second there. Yeah, but Baby, I just find Baby to be the most beautiful thing I've ever seen in my life, and over anyone. And Angel's right beside her, basically, not below her, but beside her. They're so cute and adorable, and I just love them to pieces. And I got to remember that and focus on them a lot too. Thank you, Billy T. I hope everyone's week is better than ever for everyone out there, everyone. And I think that's what happens, euphoric, is you and everyone else sends out good vibes, and everyone gets the energy, and they feel better in that. And by the time the next Sunday rolls around, you know, they're still okay. And then we get perked up again by everyone, and keep the weeks going. I love the kids too there, Billy. They're the loves of my life. The loves of my life. They're absolutely adorable. Yes. Oh, that's cool. I'm glad you went back and watched the puppies being born. I wish that, I think that was the live video, right? Yeah, where they were actually being born and the sound wasn't on or something. Yeah, that was probably my second attempt at live there, and I don't know what happened, but I mean, we got to see it all and everything, but I've gone back and looked at it again in the past, or recently, and I can see where I wish I could have done better of the filming, you know, showing more of getting closer in there and that, but I was actually recording that on my laptop because I didn't know how to use the phone at that point, but she is a really good mom. She's one of the best moms I've ever seen in the dog world. She's just fantastic. She's such a caring, conscious little girl, that one Baby. Just fantastic, just fantastic. Yeah, I love watching a fireplace roaring too, Billy, but mine just went out. So the first thing I can do, I got to start all over again. Throw the paper in there, get the kindling on there, and then throw a couple of logs on top and get it roaring again. But yeah, it's nice to just sit back and watch the fire roar, and always love that. Always love that. Anyway, I think my girls probably got to get out, stretch their legs, have a pee and stuff like that. I'm pretty sure of that. Even though they seem a little bit semi-sedate there, but I know by the time I'm done this every week, and I get up and I say, you want to go out? The first thing they do is run for the door. Yeah. It's like they just can't wait, and they're being patient and not bugging me about it. But anyway, I hope you all had a great Sunday again. Hope everyone's feeling better and can hold off again and feel good all week long until the next Sunday, when we can do it all over again. I hope everyone's doing well, but I think it's time to pack it in for the day, say goodbye, and God bless everyone. Stay safe out there, stay healthy, and pray for good things. Don't focus on the past, and except for the good memories, only the good memories, and don't worry about the future. Just stay in the moment, in the here and the now. That's all you can focus on. That's all you have any control over, is the here and the now. So please just stay positive and focused. I wish I didn't have to go either, Cheryl. Every day when it comes to the end, I know I got to go do something, but I could just sit here hour after hour, day after day, week in, week out, just talking to you guys. I mean, this is kind of like the highlight of my weeks, basically. And yeah, when we get going here, I'd never want it to end. It's so much fun and so much enjoyment, so much good communication and really good community going on here. It's great, great. And it's hard for me to say goodbye too. Obviously, I keep babbling on. I say goodbye and then I babble on for another half an hour or so. But yeah, God bless us all, right, Mama Mia? Yep, blessed with another day. Blessed with another day. I kind of look at that. Try and look at that every day, John. Try and feel that way every day I can. Yeah. And Darlene says, "Amen, amen." Yeah, amen to all of that. Amen to all of that. Well, there you go. It's been a wonderful slice. Thanks you for it. Yeah, been a wonderful time. I've thoroughly enjoyed myself again. And I hate to say goodbye to any of you. I wish you could all be right here in my neighborhood so we could all sit and see each other in person and get together and have these kind of chats and groups together in person rather than, miles and miles and miles away from each other. I mean, that'd be great, eh? And as Carl says, may the world treat you better each day. Yes. They have a weird saying in Ireland. Not weird. I mean, it's actually a good saying. But may the road come up to meet you, which is a good thing. It means good, happy journey, and hope your journey goes well and everything. But then, of course, some people say, hope the road comes up to meet your face. I heard that one and I just couldn't stop laughing for a week, man. Hope may the road come up to meet your face. That's a weird saying, but may the road come up to meet you. That means a good, happy journey and a safe and wonderful trip all along the way from start to finish. That's basically what that means. Oh, yeah. Maybe you should try again, John. Try to get in again. See what happens. All they can do is say, no, you got to go back home. That's what I'm thinking of doing. I want to go down to the States, and I'm tempted to go down to the border with my tiny house and my two dogs and see exactly what they say. I don't think it'll be the tiny house or anything, but I think with the two dogs, because I don't have paperwork on them at all for any vaccines or anything like that. I don't have any of that information, and I'm not going out of my way to get it. So I think they might turn me back from the border because of the dogs, but I don't know for sure. I've got one person who's been back and forth many times with his dog and says, you don't need anything. And then other people tell me that, yeah, you do, but they're going by the hearsay and what they've heard the government or whoever say, you know what I mean? You're very welcome, Cheryl, very welcome. I'm so glad I can help you out. And yeah, I always find it's important to try and answer or talk to everyone's comments, and because that's what we're here for. We're here for as a community, not for me just talking at you and that's it, and ignoring you guys, and you guys have to listen to me. you know what I mean. But yeah, you're very welcome, Cheryl, and I'm sure everyone feels pretty much the same way as you do. And I'm glad it helps you so much as well too. Like I'm very glad of that. That's like I said earlier. If I help one person a day or whatever, a month or whatever, I've done my job, and the rest is just gravy. I know that's the sad conundrum, isn't it, John? I'm not going to elaborate on that, but um, yeah, I think the way things are now should make a huge difference on the past, and the past should be absolved and thrown away into the dumpster, and just move on with what things are now. But in a lot of places it's not like that. It's just like, yeah, I'm just going to leave it at that. But hopefully you can actually hopefully things have changed, and you can go back and forth, hopefully for me as well. But like I say, I think for me it's just the most of the dogs that'll hold me back, but that depends on, I think, who I meet when I get to the border. Like one person might let you through and another one might not. I don't know. It's been a long time, possibly 30 years since I've been across the border at all. We used to go down to Blaine all the time, Blaine, Washington, and go out there and picnic and drink wine, cheap wine and everything like that. And do that, almost every weekend about. But haven't done that in, like I said, about 30 years or so. Sorry, I was just had to read that message from Euphoric there. Sometimes they're longer. But yeah, peace and love to everybody out there. Peace and love and happiness to everyone out there. Yeah, and that's why we come together, is to keep ourselves feeling that way, uh, in amongst all the bullshit we face every day, right? Actually, I did drink Boone's Farm. I did, yeah. They had like fruit flavored wines, didn't they? Like peach wine and stuff like that, strawberry wine. Like Boone's. I remember Boone's Farm. I remember that. I didn't remember it until you mentioned it, Night Owl, but yeah, I think I did drink a lot of Boone's, among other things. There's a lot of good stuff out there, but I don't drink anymore at all. Pretty much for the Crohn's disease and that. Sometimes I miss it. I wouldn't mind a nice glass of wine once in a while, or the occasional beer, but in the end, I don't miss it at all, because I'm way better off without it. So, I had my fair share, and I got those memories, some good, some bad, but, right now, uh, I know how bad it makes me feel if I have even one beer or a glass of wine. So it's not even worth trying anymore. So it's been quite a few years now since I've had any alcohol whatsoever. And, it is what it is. I got lots of other things to really enjoy, like food and other things, right, John? Other things, right, Euphoric? Anyway. Anyway, thanks for the trip down memory lane, Night Owl, with all my drinking binges with Boons and all sorts of other things. Oh man, we had Baby Duck, Strawberry Angel, Lonesome Charlie. Oh my gosh, the list goes on and on and on. One of my big downfalls was tequila. I used to love tequila. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Anyway, I could sit here all day chatting with you guys, reminiscing, singing songs, whatever. But, a lot of us do have to get things done, don't we? We do. I don't eat lunch. I only eat once a day. I eat dinner, and that's it, Cheryl. I just eat once. I might as well keep talking for a while then. Um, I saw this thing on. That's why I'm into the fasting more now, because I knew it was good for health and everything like that. But there was a doctor on there, like I think he's fairly prominent, and they had a picture of him when he was 40 and he looked 50, and then now there's a picture of him at 50 and he looks 40. So, and this is because he's only been eating one meal a day and fasting for the rest of the time, and it's actually improved his health and his looks and everything, and he looks younger now than he did 10 years previous. And so I don't eat lunch, I don't eat breakfast, and I used to love to have breakfast. I just absolutely love breakfast, and I couldn't wait for lunch, and then dinner, of course, too. But And it wasn't so easy at first, but getting used to just one meal a day. But now I'm fine with that. And I eat a really good, healthy, vegetarian type dinner. I mean, not completely. Like sometimes I'll throw chunks of meat in or that. I'm not averse to meat at all. It's just I like to try and eat a lot more healthier stuff and throw in less meat and stuff. It's like bacon. I have bacon maybe once a month or every second month or something like that, and just have a really good pile of bacon and get my fix on, and then I don't touch it for a long period of time. I don't even think about it. So yeah. So anyway, short answer is no, I don't do lunch. I don't do breakfast, don't do lunch, only do dinner. And I actually feel pretty good. Like I go out there, and apparently what happens in your body is the only time your body can heal as well as regrow your stem cells, which is the main part of how you build your body and actually reverse aging and all that kind of stuff, is through the stem cells. But the only time your body can actually heal is when it's empty, when you're not having food going through it. If you got 3 meals a day going through you, your body never has time to actually heal itself. Same with rest. The only time your body can heal is when you're resting, basically when you're sleeping. So anyway, I saw that, and he sounded really like totally legitimate and really good, honest guy. And you could see the pictures from before and after how much better he could, and he just had good things to say about it. So I've been trying that myself. I'm sure you do, Carl. You eat enough for both of us. Yeah, some people do. I used to eat a ton of food. It was amazing how much food I could eat. There you go, Euphoric. Check out Euphoric's comment there. Stop eating at 3 o'clock and not eating until the next day at 10 a.m. That's a good period of fasting there, and that's what we need to do. I don't know. I don't know about that, Cheryl. I can't even answer that. It. I know fasting helps a lot of things. It could help your kidneys, but I don't know for sure. I'm not. I wouldn't want to tell you what to do because I don't. I wouldn't want to be wrong. But back to the fasting. I mean that. A lot of people think that fasting from the Bible and the Old Testament, the New Testament, and all that was a religious thing. It wasn't a religious thing. It was for the body's health. That was the whole purpose of God telling us to fast, was for the body's health. You only heal and get better when you're fasting or resting and stuff like that. And the only way for your stem cells to actually grow is during the times of fasting. And so the whole thing about fasting biblically is for health, not religious ceremony or anything like that. That's what it was all about. And a lot of people miss that. They think everything is about the religious aspect of everything, and like anointing your head with oil. That wasn't necessarily a religious thing, a ceremony or anything. It was for the health of your hair. I use castor oil in my hair, and it's still brown. Otherwise, it would be gray now. And I'm not kidding you. It was going very, very gray until I started using castor oil in my hair, and it brought the brown color back into my hair, except around the edges here, and it helped it regrow again. So a lot of things in the Bible were for health and the body and everything, not specifically for a religious purpose or ceremony. So that's just one thing to keep in mind. Night owl. I hear that, night owl. You have ulcerative colitis. Yeah, I I have Crohn's, which is different, and I know I've known people with ulcerative colitis, and it's not fun. Um, and you only eat 2 meals a day, and definitely no sugar. Sugar is the worst thing. The first thing you want to do is get sugar out of your diet completely, and all packaged food that have sugar in it, and everything has sugar. But as much sugar out of your body as possible. And for ulcerative colitis, no grains actually sounds correct to me in my mind. That with ulcerative colitis, you couldn't have grains. It would be very problematic. And like you say, no sugar, no grains, no fun. Yeah, sometimes, yeah, it took me at least 10 to 15 years to deal with this Crohn's after the chemotherapy. And it was miserable, and it was like no sugar, no this, no that, no that, and no fun. And then, but now after about, I don't know, somewhere between 10 and 15 years after, that's when I started to get some kind of balance, but mostly in my psyche with dealing with it and everything. And that's when I started to get like I am now with, I seem more happy and upbeat and all that, in spite of my medical condition. But it took me many, many years to get to the point where I just had to say, I just have to deal with it and do it and move on with my life and keep going. That's right. The whole digestive system has to rest for the whole body to regenerate itself. Yeah. And grow new cells, new stem cells, all that. It has to rest, and it has to, take the time off. And and turmeric does help. Turmeric does help. Turmeric, ginger, all those stuff. All those spices weren't just for flavoring. I mean, they brought awesome flavor to your food, but all those spices are really healthy and good for you. Ginger, turmeric, even cumin, all those other things, they're actually good, healthy products and good for your body and rebuilding your organs, your digestive tracts and system and everything. Yeah. They weren't just for flavoring at all. They're very healthy additives. Same with licorice root. Um, Very, very healthy for you. I'm not talking about candy licorice. I'm talking about the licorice root, the stuff you make tea and stuff out of, or you can grind it up and put it in your food, just like you do with ginger and turmeric and stuff like that. Yeah, they're all very beneficial for you, but it's a hard juggle for any medical condition that any of you have out there, and it's hard to figure out what's right and what's wrong and what to do, and even I have trouble after all these years, almost 20 years of dealing with this issue and problem. I still don't know what's the right and the best thing to do and what I can and cannot do. But I do know one thing: don't consume much sugar at all. Keep as much sugar out of your body as you can. And that's the one thing I do know. But other than that, it's kind of a juggle. Everything's a juggle. And sometimes you have something one time, it's great for you. And sometimes it just feels bad. And anyway, you know what I might have for dinner? I might have bacon. I have 2 pounds of bacon. It was on sale for $10. 2 pounds of it. 2.2. It was 1 kilo. So I might have bacon for dinner. I don't know. We'll see. I live for my bacon moments once in a while. But anyway, I'm starting to get off topic here. But yeah, it's hard to know. No matter what your medical condition or health level is, it's really sometimes hard to know what foods are great and what's not. I mean, we know obviously sugar is not, that's out. Sugar and dairy, lots of dairy is out. Cheese isn't so bad because cheese is processed and all the bad stuff that was in the milk has been taken out and it's gone. It's processed down that your body can actually digest it and work through it and everything like that. So I have a little cheese now and again, but not very often at all. It's about as often as bacon. I just have it when I have a craving and that's it. And then I go a month or 2 or 3 without any of it. But anyway, Cheryl says, when is your next video? It's coming out Tuesday. I'm trying to remember. I can't look at anything because both my laptop and my phone are busy. I can't look it up. But if I'm not mistaken, Tuesday's video is going to be fishing rainbow trout at Spider Lake. I think. I could be wrong, but I don't know. But anyway, yeah, next video out is Tuesday. I've been trying to do a lot of shorts lately, but I had to fall off on the shorts because I just don't have time to do it all. I just don't have the time. It's crazy. And I got a few shorts up here in my head that I want to do, some good ones. And I got to get on those, and it's just finding the time to do it. Yeah, I think Night Owl bacon, I think, is high anywhere you go. The prices these days for most things are pretty stupid. But yeah, bacon is one of them. They charge a lot of money for bacon. A lot. So to get a full 1 kilo or 2.2 pounds of bacon for $10 is actually really cheap because it normally costs you about 18 to 20 bucks for that same thing. Like, I mean, for the small ones, they're 375 grams. They're not a pound of bacon. Remember, butter and coffee and bacon all was you always bought a pound of it. Go get a pound of butter. Go get a pound of bacon. Go get a pound of coffee. They don't come in pounds anymore. They're down to 300 grams. 300 grams. That's not even, that's barely half a pound. But anyway, very expensive, very expensive. Well, that's a good way to do it. You boil your bacon and then fry it. Fascinating, fascinating. That'll probably work. That'll probably work, yeah. It would be delicious. Now you're making my mouth water. I got a funny feeling I might have bacon tonight. I don't know. We'll see. I'll let you know in the next live. Yeah, it's the sodium and the nitrates, Cheryl, in the bacon and the ham and stuff. And I don't give bacon, ham, or any pork to my dogs either, because apparently, especially the smaller dogs, apparently it can give them pancreatic cancer or pancreatitis, I think it is. So yeah, I stopped giving them any pork or bacon, ham, or anything pig related, because my friend put the fear in me about giving my little dogs bacon, porcine products. Yeah, a pound of bacon is now in ounces or grams or something, which doesn't add up to a pound anymore. Yeah, I remember someone, can't remember, it was a few years back, someone said, go get a pound of butter, and I go, they don't come in pounds anymore, don't you know? You can't get a pound of butter, you can't get a pound of bacon, you can't get a pound of coffee. Oh. Man, this has been a really good day. Probably one of my better days yet in a while now, but really enjoying myself, and we got a whole bunch of people on here and sticking around today too. Only one or two people have taken off, and that's great. That's great. So obviously everyone's having a good time, like me. But we are now at 2.5 hours. I think the longest one I've been on is 3 hours, I think. And only once I think I've been just over 2 hours. But that's good in a way. Like, it says a lot. It says a lot. But anyway, Cheryl and everyone out there, stay safe, stay happy, stay healthy. Watch your diet. Stay away from sugar and most dairy. And that'll take care of most of your problems, is the sugar first and foremost. I mean, that's when I noticed a huge difference in my diet. I was having coffee, because I love my coffee, and I put 2 scoops of sugar in there and whipping cream. I loved my whipping cream. I didn't like light cream in my coffee. It was like my coffee chocolate bar kind of thing going on there. Anyway, I was feeling sick, and I can't go. Someone said, no, I'm not out of coffee, Carl. I'm not out. I still have a little bit there, but it's getting down there. That's funny, Night Owl. You once had a meltdown because a gallon of bleach was only 3 quarts. Yeah, that's the corruptness of the world for a long time now, but especially these days. Yeah, nothing's what it's supposed to be anymore. But no, I'm not out of coffee right now. Well, I am in the mug. I'm out, so I might make another one after this, but I still have some coffee in the cupboard. Anyway, I forgot what I was talking about, where I was going with everything. But sugar, yeah. So the first thing I did, I stopped having those coffees. I started just having straight black coffee, none of that sugar in there, and none of the whipping cream. And within days, I noticed a big difference right away. And it was mostly the sugar. Mostly that sugar that I could tell that my body does not want sugar. Nobody wants that much sugar in their body. And they put too much sugar in everything, and it's crazy. It doesn't need to be in there. It's like my juice down here. I love this juice. It's really good juice. It's not frozen concentrate. It's actually fresh pressed fruit with water, and it's the way juice should be made. And it tastes just like you're drinking a real fresh pressed piece of fruit, like the mango or the guava. It tastes just like the real thing, except they have to put sugar in it. And it's like, well, that would have been great without the sugar. But I still drink it anyway. There you go, Billy T. Billy T is going to eat like a pig on spaghetti in 30 minutes. So I guess that's, we can only go another 30 minutes before you're gone, eh, Billy? And it's the cream for euphoric, yeah. Uh, I mean, I do still like when you use cream, do a cream of mushroom soup or something. When you cook the cream down a lot, it gets rid of a lot of the stuff you don't want in there. It breaks it down so your body can utilize it. But if you're just eating the raw cream, that's almost as bad as sugar. But sugar is definitely the number one. Get rid of that sugar, and you'll feel a lot better. And then clear out the raw dairy and only stick with a little bit of cheese now and again, not too much, because I even know when I have cheese, I feel a little bit of problematic, but it's not that bad, not that bad, not that bad. Anyway, I think we better pack it in today. My butt's starting to hurt a little bit, and my legs are getting sore, and I know the dogs are gonna have to go out pretty quick. And I'm gonna need to unwind a little bit before I know what I want to do next. Because I get so focused on this. You guys just, I don't know, make my day. And oh man, do I love chocolate, euphoric. I love chocolate, especially dark chocolate. And actually, that's the thing. If you good raw dark chocolate, and the less sugar, the better. And that's another one. They put too much sugar in. Dark chocolate is actually really good for growing stem cells. Um, very much so. And that's what that same doctor I was mentioning earlier about how he only ate once a day and he's looking younger and better all the time and healthier. He eats dark chocolate. And I love my chocolate, so I got to stick with dark chocolate and not the other crappy kind of chocolate, which takes care of my chocolate tooth kind of thing. But it's a good thing I like dark chocolate. Not a lot of people do like dark chocolate. So it's good for me. So I have a little bit of that pretty much every day, just to satisfy that. I might have a really great meal and then have a little chunk of dark chocolate. And Carl says, my wife sounds like you. She said, no more sugar for me. She's right, buddy. She's right. Sugar's probably the worst thing. I mean, I'm not saying like good raw um, brown sugar, demerara sugar, made the way it's supposed to be and not bleached out. A little bit here and there isn't too bad. You just don't want a ton of it, right? Like I put a little in for flavoring. Like if I do a mango omelet and I put a little brown sugar in with the mango, it's only a tiny, tiny bit just for the flavor. And it's probably not enough sugar to actually affect me, but it gives a nice flavor to my mango omelet. But I don't do it very often. So what am I going to have with my bacon, Cheryl? Nothing, just bacon. It's a bacon day. No, sometimes when I do stuff, I just go all in. Just do bacon, right? It's like when I get a hankering for pasta, which is pretty rare actually, because I'm not a huge fan of pasta. I like it once in a while, but I do pasta and I just go all in on the pasta. I don't know. I have no idea what I'm going to do, Cheryl. I don't know. I might not even have bacon tonight. I don't know. I may or may not. I was just thinking about it, and something brought it to my attention, and I just thought it'd be a cool thing because it's been a long time, and it's been sitting here for a while too. So I got to use it up at some point. It'll go bad, go off, but I have no idea. So a lot of times I have bacon. I like to have eggs with it. That's what I really like: bacon and eggs. So, oh, now you're talking my language, Darlene. Dip the bacon in maple syrup. Oh my God. I've loved bacon and maple syrup most of my life. Those two things go hand in hand. They're like a marriage made in heaven. And that's another thing. This is a tip for you guys. I haven't made any videos yet about it because I haven't done very many cooking shows lately either. But one thing I've been using in a lot of my recipes lately, but you have to use raw organic maple syrup. Get the good stuff, not the run-of-the-mill stuff, because it's mostly just sugar and stuff with a flavoring. But I get this raw organic maple syrup from a specific place, and I know it's a really good product. And I just put a drizzle of that in certain dishes just to get the flavor, not the sweetness at all. You don't taste the sweetness whatsoever. You just get this overlying flavor. Sort of like when you use a light caramel on something, it just gives that slight flavor enhancement in that. And I've been using a lot of the maple syrup here and there for flavoring my food. Not a lot of syrup, but a little bit of syrup to do a lot of my meals. And man, the difference it makes is just phenomenal. It's just fantastic. And I can't wait to get down to doing these videos for Cooking with Kent shows, Kent's Kitchen, and showing you some of this stuff, because every time I make these things I go, oh, I gotta show everybody, but that will be coming. Night Owl says, don't adulterate the bacon. No, bacon's good on its own. That's pretty true. You trying to say I look hungry there, Euphoric? I look hungry? Yeah, I probably do. It hasn't been long enough for me on this one meal a day diet yet for me to just not look hungry anymore. Oh, now you're just making me hungry, Euphoric. You guys go and read that. Oh, bacon, mushroom syrup. Oh my God. Oh, that reminds me of breakfasts and meals I've had in the past. Wow. Yeah, a little bit of brown sugar or cane sugar. Yeah, don't buy the white stuff, the bleach stuff. Because once they bleach it, same with salt, they bleach it, they ruin the product. And the color's supposed to be in there for a reason. That's where the nutrition is. Thanks, Darlene. I have that bacon smile. Yeah, I think it's playing on my mind now, and I'm getting really happy because I keep thinking bacon, and I have maple syrup here too. Oh my God. I got a funny feeling I know what I'm having for dinner. I'll let you know next week. Oh, fantastic. This has been wonderful. This has actually been wonderful. Oh, it's always wonderful with you guys. Today seems a little extra special, wonderful today, and I'm feeling a lot better than I have been for a few weeks now, and actually for maybe a few months in that too, with a lot of things that went on there a while back. But yeah, I'm looking at myself in my phone here too. I do seem to have that happy bacon smile on my face. I see it too. Anyway, the dogs are quiet, so as long as the dogs are quiet, I don't really have to go anywhere unless I have to pee or something, which I don't. So this has been a great time, you guys. This has been a fantastic time. I really appreciate all of you, all the comments and the back and forth and the camaraderie and that sort of thing. And you're very welcome for having you today, Euphoric, all of you today. Very, very welcome. That's why I do it, is to have you guys on and enjoy your company. There you go again, Darlene. Bacon glow. Yeah, this is the bacon glow. This is what a bacon glow looks like. I'm glad to see me smiling too, Carl. I'm glad, because there's a lot of times that I don't smile much, and when I'm off camera there's a lot of non-smiling going on for various reasons, because I got a lot of work to do mostly, but yeah, there's stuff going on. Thank you, Cheryl. Thank you very much. I actually love it when I smile or laugh too, because it's better than the alternative. But thanks for all your comments, every one of you. You guys have such good comments for me all the time, and you always make me feel so much better about life, about myself, about everything. So, and I'm glad I make you smile too, Cheryl, because I think you need it. And I think you need to just really focus a little bit, and I don't know, trying to help bring yourself up in between, from week to week, from Sunday to Sunday. Just, but so many prayers and best wishes out for you with your situation there, Cheryl. I mean, I know I have my medical issues, but there's so many other people that have worse than me, and I pray for them, and I wouldn't wish that on anyone or myself. And I don't like to see people suffering or hear about people suffering, especially people I love and care about, like you guys. So yeah. So anyway, you guys all take care. I think my legs are starting to go numb. I think my butt might be starting to go numb too. I'll only know when I stand up. So you guys all take care and stay safe out there. Stay healthy. Do what you can to just stay in the moment. And oh, someone's outside taking a picture of my little tiny house again. I gotta go talk to him and give him my. Just 1 second, because they're gonna take off. I'm so sorry about that. Someone was taking a picture. They stop by all the time. They take pictures and stuff. So I give out my business card, so it'll help them remind it. And tell them, if they like it, tell all their friends and everything, because I want to get more subscribers, more views and everything, because obviously I want my channel to grow. But it's been really interesting lately with a lot of the people coming by. And so sorry, I just had to run out and do that. But I'm it doesn't look like I lost any of you in the meantime. Oh man, Billy T, come on, waffles now. Oh, now you're with chicken breast cut up and the waffles and syrup. Oh my God, you're killing me, Billy. You're killing me, man. You're gonna get me off my diet right quick here, because I used to love waffles with chicken or turkey, syrup and all that stuff, and gravy, turkey gravy on everything. Oh my God. Yeah, the Waffle House is a great, fantastic restaurant. I kind of miss it in a way, but I haven't been there in mega years, and there's a reason why. There's a reason why for that. Because one thing, it's a lot of sugar, like syrup sugar, isn't so healthy for you, and pancakes and waffles. Well, I mean, the white flour ones aren't the healthiest for you too, but they sure taste great, don't they? They taste absolutely delicious. There was a place across the line in Blaine. When I lived in Vancouver, we'd go across the line in Blaine, Washington, like I said before earlier. And there was a place in there called the Turkey Inn. It's not there anymore, and it was so sad when I went there the one time and it was gone. But they did everything turkey. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, everything turkey, everything. So you have breakfast, you have scrambled eggs or an omelet, came with turkey and turkey gravy. And then you have the biscuits, those beautiful baking soda biscuits with turkey gravy. Oh, it was our favorite place to go. It was just our favorite place to go. And man, I miss that place so much. And I don't know why they went under. They were really popular. But yeah, they probably went through, they must have gone through 10 or 20 turkeys every day, at least. But it was a crazy place. But you're like me, Carl. Subway is my home away from home. I love Subway, and I try not to have it very often, because I mean, it's not that it's bad food or anything. It's actually probably for fast food, or what they call fast food. It's not junk food. It's fast food, healthy fast food, and it's good. It's good. Most of it's good. I'm not so sure necessarily about the bread itself, but that can be iffy. But Subway, yeah, that's been my home away from home ever since they came about, way back. My son was 5 years old when they first came out here, out into BC, kind of thing, and I've enjoyed them ever since. And I still, that's why I only have them like once every 3 months or something, or whatever. because I don't want to ruin it for myself, and I want to enjoy it every time I have it. But yeah, Subway, home away from home. Oh, you're going to be in Washington this spring, 2024, and Vancouver. Now, is that Vancouver, Washington, or Vancouver, BC, Canada? Euphoric. I'm talking to you, Euphoric. I'm not sure which Vancouver you're talking about. A lot of people say, oh, I'm going to be in Vancouver, and they mean Vancouver, Washington. But if you do happen to come to Vancouver up here, try and get over here so we can hang out or something, have coffee or whatever. I say that to every subscriber of mine, anyone that likes to travel around. Oh, okay, so it's Vancouver, Washington. Okay, just clarifying. Oh well. It's still actually, when you think about it, it's not that far away, but it is a couple hours, probably. Well, from the island, it makes it a lot longer. But if I was in Vancouver, BC, going down to Vancouver, Washington, really isn't that far away. It's only a couple hours or something. It's just going through the border that takes you forever. But the actual drive itself isn't that really that far. We used to go to Bellis Fair all the time, and down to places like that, down to Seattle, all that kind of stuff, all the time. Like once a week or something like that. Yeah. Yeah, it is a ferry ride to Vancouver Island. It sets you back. You got to wait in line to get on the ferry most of the time, and then the ferry ride's a couple hours, and yeah, it takes up pretty much your day there just doing the ferry kind of deal. But that's why if you're going to do the ferry, you're going to stay for a while or live here or something. And I haven't been back to Vancouver in many, many, many years. That's my hometown, Vancouver, BC. It's my hometown. That's where I was born. And I haven't been back there in a long time. It's just right around Expo 86, that's when the place just went nuts. And it got so overcrowded, and they built up so much that I felt very claustrophobic there. Not like it was when I was younger, when, it was just kind of a small city. I was going to say small town, but it was more like a small city then. And it was there's a lot of countryside out there, farms and everything, all in the outer extending areas, which are now all houses and apartment buildings and high rises and everything now. But yeah. Anyway, I think it is time. We're getting close to the 3-hour mark again. Maybe I should hang on, but yeah, I'm starting to get that heartburn again, so I got to kind of do something about that. It's getting kind of chilly in here, and I got to get the fire going again, because I'm feeling it, as you can see. And I think we've all probably had enough for one day, perhaps. So I don't know. Maybe we should just chill out now, go our own ways, get our projects done, or see our relatives and family, and get ready for dinner. Yeah. Dinner's only 2 hours away. I don't know about where you are, but for me it's 2 hours away. But you guys have either had dinner, or you're having it, or you're just about to have it. Because a lot of you are somewhere between 2.5 to 4 hours time difference with me on the island here. So anyway, you guys all take care. I think a few of you have left already. I can tell by the numbers there. But you guys all take care. Stay safe. I keep repeating the same things and trying to go, and then I come back again. That's because you keep bringing up food. That's my big downfall. My love of my life is food. It used to be anyway. Anyway, yeah, you guys stay safe, stay healthy, take care of yourselves. And maybe next week Carl will be on time. I just caught that. Oh, thanks, Darlene. Thank you. Waving, Darlene. Yeah, you guys take care and stay safe. Like I keep repeating myself. Someone asked me once in a comment in a video, why do you keep repeating yourself? I don't know why. Maybe I love to talk. Yeah, goodbye for now, Cheryl. Goodbye. You just hang on there, and stay happy, stay in the moment, and just keep thinking next Sunday. Next Sunday will be the day. So everyone have a great time. Let's hope for there's no snow. Good evening to you all. I know everyone's saying good evening now. So I'll just blanket it and good evening to all of you. And just stay happy and keep happy thoughts. Stay focused in the here and the now. And we'll see you next Sunday, okay? All right. Bye-bye for now. Or ciao for now, I guess. Ciao.